Good evening and welcome to Dublin. We are in the Sport Ireland National Aquatic Centre for the 2018 World Paraswimming Allianz European Championships. My name's Paul Noble, we're taking you through the action tonight, and as always, alongside me, Liz Johnson. Good evening, Liz.
Evening, Paul.
Oh, great morning heats that we saw this morning. These swimmers have qualified for those finals tonight, and we have a number of finals for us to enjoy. 4 world records we saw last night, and another world record in the heats this morning.
Yeah, we'd be really lucky to see some really fast racing, some really close races, a lot of experienced athletes making a comeback, lots of youngsters breaking through. I think we're in for more of the same this evening.
Here's what schedule looks like for tonight. We start off with the S10 100 backstroke finals for men and women. Move on to the very exciting 200 IM for SM6. That should be a couple of cracking races there. Distance now for the men's 400 freestyle and the women's 400 freestyle in the S8 classification. We have the breaststroke for the SB13. Then some sprint events. They start from the opposite end of the pool. One length of the pool for the 50s, 50 freestyles and 50 backstrokes. It'll be a fast 200 freestyle for the S14 swimmers. Very good races last night in the breaststroke for the S14s. Individual medley, SM7 there. We have a few hundreds as well before we finish off with the 4x50 relay to finish the evening. That should be in a few hours' time. It's going to be a long evening, but it should be a good evening of action, Liz.
Yeah, and I think we'll have a few opportunities to catch our breath during the medal ceremonies, but there's going to be some really exciting races this evening, and I know I can't wait.
Well, first event just about to come out. It's the men's 100 backstroke for the S10 class. The S10 class, swimmers with a minimal impairment. So it should be a very, very fast race to start us off with tonight. So on the classification system, S1 to S10 for those swimmers with a physical impairment, with S1 being the most severe impairment, S10 being the least impaired. We have the S11s to S13s for those with a visual impairment. We'll have the S11 class for those with no vision. Maxim Krypak, world record holder, goes in lane number 4. Next to him, the 2 Italians, Stefano Raimondi and Riccardo Menciotti. Here are the swimmers for this 100 backstroke S10 final. And here they come out to the pool side. Well, this should be fast, Liz.
Yes, Maxim Krypak is a phenomenal swimmer. His world record standing at 57.24 seconds.
Well, that's swift for the Ukrainian. I wonder what some of the newcomers can do here. Stefano Raimondi, the Italian, won the gold yesterday in the breaststrokes. I wonder if he can feature here, spring another surprise. Sergio Sergio from Spain goes in lane number 1. Just 7 swimmers in this one. Stanislav Popov from Ukraine in 2. There's the breaststroke champion from yesterday, Stefano Raimondi. Can he pull another surprise out of the bag? It'll be a big surprise, because this man, Maxim Krypak, the Paralympic champion, he's the favourite. Riccardo Menciotti, featured in that Italian relay team yesterday, goes in 5. Laurent Marais from France goes in lane number 6. And Patrick Kowalski in lane 7. Final swimmer in this final. Really, Maxim Krypak is the man to beat. That incredible 57.24 world record time he did to win the gold medal in the Rio Paralympic Games. And Maxim Krypak, very much the favourite. Stefano Raimondi in lane number 3, just closest to us, looking to double up on the title that he won yesterday in the 100 breaststroke. Final of men's 100 backstroke S10.
Evenly away there, the swimmers in the 3 middle lanes, and it is actually the best start from Riccardo Menciotti of Italy in lane 5.
Giotti just keeping pace with Maxim Krypak in these early stages. Giotti was silver medalist in the European Championships. The last time it was held in 2016, but it might be Maxim Krypak just first over the wall at the turn there, 28.02, and it's Raimondi in second place, 28.54, very close between the top two.
Yeah, we know that both swimmers are in great form. We saw them yesterday, Krypak in the relay, Raimondi in the breaststroke and the relay, but now it is Maxim Krypak gone to his legs, pulling away, getting into the last 10 metres of this race and opening up a body length lead.
And Maxim Krypak is going to take the European title to go with the Paralympic title. It is gold to Ukraine. And Maxim Krypak takes it in 57.68. An excellent time there for Maxim Krypak. And Raimondi from Italy in second place. The silver medal to Italy. The bronze medal to Italy. Riccardo Meggiotti will take that in a time of 1:35. But the world record holder, he delivered. Maxim Krypak is the champion of Europe.
All three swimmers there in the middle, all of the medalists getting away to a good start, and it proves to be so important in the 100 metres backstroke. All three swimmers also swimming under their entry times. Phenomenal swimming. We knew Raimondi was in good form, 6 seconds off his entry time in the breaststroke over the day yesterday, and again another 2 seconds there, but Maxim Krypak really was the class of the field down that second 50 metres.
Well, the world record holder is made to work hard for that gold medal, just not too far outside his own world record time. Maxim Krypak takes the gold for Ukraine. 57.68, it's silver and bronze to Italy. And the women's 100 backstroke S10 final. Next on to poolside. Pap and Lisa Kruger, fastest from the heats this morning into this women's 100 backstroke S10 final. Julia Maito de Tena was in lane number 1, the 18-year-old Spanish swimmer. Next to her, Susanna Cole from Estonia. Nell Roulet, the World Championship silver medalist, goes in lane 3, the first of the two French swimmers. Bianca Pat, well, Paralympic silver medalist, she will be the favourite for this one, but Lisa Kruger, saw her yesterday in the breaststroke, she's on good form. And Emmeline Pierre, hoping to be in the medals again, World Championship medalist. And Alessia Scortecchini from Italy, she might pose a threat in the outside lane. The 14-year-old Alexandra Ochterra makes it into a major final in her international debut competition. On the centre lanes there, Bianca Pap's had a great record over the last few years. She is the reigning European champion, the world champion, and Paralympic silver medalist. Nell Roulet's world silver medalist, but Lisa Kruger been on good form, and she's done an excellent time this year. 1:10, 4 and 5. Bianca Pat and Lisa Kruger. Even start. Bianca Pat using that underwater well.
Yeah, Bianca Pap and Lisa Kruger fairly evenly off of the wall there. Lisa Kruger, a breaststroke specialist, but put in a phenomenal swim this morning in that heat. And here we see they're evenly matched, but they have company in the form of Nell Roulet from France in lane 3.
Nell Roulet having a very, very good start there. She is ahead of the favourite and the reigning champion, Bianca Pat. Bianca Pat, we know, will be very strong in the second half of this race. And it is Nell Roulet from France, just the lead, but 3 swimmers all in a row here.
Yeah, and we see a great underwater shot there. Roulet kicking with that one left leg. Bianca Pat now gone to her legs already, trying to power down this last length and get a bit of advantage, but she's not getting away from Lisa Kruger in lane 5.
Real fight to the finish here. Bianca Papp and Lisa Kruger now side by side. Bianca Papp maybe just forging ahead. It looks like it's going to be another European title for Bianca Papp of Hungary, and she's just coming away in the closing stages, and she will take it in 108.83. Bianca Papp takes the European title. Lisa Kruger in the silver medal position, and a great swim from Annelle Roulet of France for the bronze. Bianca Papp made to work all the way for that one. 108.83. Lisa Kruger under the 110 mark in second place, but it was very, very tight all the way through that race.
Yeah, Bianca Papp got off to a good start, had company, as we said, with Lisa Kruger, but that helped her down that first 50 metres. And then as they turned, she pushed, she kicked off the wall, and it was only really in the last part of the race that her supremacy shone through.
Well, Bianca Papp there in the closing stages. Just about half a body length ahead of Lisa Kruger, a couple of strokes there. Great swim from Annelle Roulet there. She really took it out to the two favourites in the early stages. Couldn't quite hold on. Bianca Papp is the European champion from Hungary in the women's 100 backstroke S10. Lisa Kruger, the silver, and Annelle Roulet, the bronze. Now on to the medley swims now. Swimmers coming out onto the poolside. Men's 200 metres individual medley SM6 final. Fastest from the heats this morning, Anthony Ponce-Bertrand. Joab Walinski took it out hard in the early stages of this one. Fancy his chances for the medals. Yaroslav Semenenko goes in the outside lane from Ukraine. We saw him set a world record in the 50 metres backstroke. Be strong. Marco Maria Dolfin from Italy in lane number 2. Pense Ivan from Hungary had a very good heat swim. But the favourite for this one, Anthony Ponce-Bertrand, world champion in breaststroke, used that breaststroke to his advantage. Joab Walinski from Israel in lane 5 went out hard, as did this young man, David Sanchez Sierra from Spain. Patrick Flanagan, the first of the home swimmers that we are seeing tonight. Nice day 2 of finals. Great support from the Irish. And Ivo Rocha from Portugal completing this field, this 200 metres individual medley final. So very good swims this morning in the heats. Anthony Ponce-Bertrand looked pretty comfortable. Joab Walinski took it out hard on the butterfly. And the young man from Ireland, 20-year-old Patrick Flanagan, delighted to be in this final up there in lane number 7. It's the SM6 class. Some swimmers in the water, some swimmers from the blocks, some standing on the blocks, some with sit starts. The SM6 200 individual medley final.
Yeah, up and into their strokes. Breast start there, coming from lane 6. That's David Sanchez Sierra of Spain, really maximising his leg kick. But he has company from Yaroslav Semenenko, the SM5 swimmer from Ukraine, down in lane 1, who's a supreme butterfly swimmer.
Well, Semenenko is a swimmer without arms, and he is using that butterfly kick there to great effect. He's a very good backstroker as well, and a good breaststroker. But look at the start here for David Sanchez Sierra. He means business here. 35.32. Followed by Semenenko. Pense Ivan with a good start. The Hungarian swimmer in 3rd position. But they're all playing catch-up now on the Spanish swimmer, David Sanchez Sierra.
It's the Sanchez Sierra. They're really trying to get an advantage on these first 3 legs, because he knows that the other swimmers will chase him down on that freestyle leg. But here we can see he's really attacking it. A nice flat backstroke, but already Ponce-Bertrand, his compatriot, in the centre lane in lane 4, making a comeback, when he also has a brilliant breaststroke.
Yeah, it's the 2 Spanish swimmers, 1 and 2 at the moment. Joab Walinski in third position. He's come through ahead of Bense Ivan. It is going to be possibly Sanchez Sierra first to the wall, only just 3/100ths of a second. We know that Ponce Bertrand has got a very strong breaststroke, but David Sanchez Sierra, he has two strong legs, his impairment in his upper limbs, and he's trying to stay ahead of Yoav Valinsky, the Israeli.
Yoav Valinsky now in lane 5, making a charge, the Israeli, and he's coming through, but also in lane 3, Bense Ivan of Hungary is charging down this breaststroke leg again, but there's no doubt about the leader at the moment. That is Antoni Ponce Bertrand of Spain in the center lane.
Yeah, using that breaststroke to great effect there, the Spanish swimmer, and he's stretching well clear of the others in this field. Bense Ivan has possibly come through into second place. A great swim from the young Hungarian, the 18-year-old. But it is Ponce Bertrand on the way home now, with Bense Ivan in second. Valinsky's come through into third spot.
As we see there, Ponce Bertrand using those strong arms, but all Bense Ivan is feeling he's got pressure. He's gone to his legs. He's kicking as hard as he can to try and catch Ponce Bertrand. But Ponce Bertrand has got a clear lead.
It looks like it might be the goal going to Spain here with Antoni Ponce Bertrand. He is just about keeping pace with Bense Ivan. He's stretching away now in the closing stages. It is going to be gold to Ponce Bertrand of Spain, and he touches now in 2:51.18. Antoni Ponce Bertrand takes that one ahead of Bense Ivan, who will be delighted with that silver medal, and Yoav Valinsky, a bronze medal for the Israeli swimmer, with David Sanchez Sierra just coming home in fourth place. Great effort by the second Spanish swimmer, couldn't quite hold on for the medal positions. Well, the swimmer's just coming in. There's the champion, Patrick Flanagan, finishing now in sixth position. 3:20 for Patrick Flanagan, faster than he went this morning, just marginally. So consistent stuff for Patrick Flanagan, but the champion, Antoni Ponce Bertrand, so the swimmers there, lead changing hands all the way through. Antoni Ponce Bertrand, once they got onto the breaststroke, he stretched away from the others in this field, and this is a combined event, the SM5 and SM6 classes combined. Antoni Ponce Bertrand swimming in the SM5 class. And we see there the official results. Antoni Ponce Bertrand inside the European record for his classification, SM5. He takes the gold in the SM6. Bense Ivan in second, Yoav Valinsky in third position. Well, Liz, women's 200 metres individual medley, the one you've been looking forward to.
Yeah, this event is stacked. All the ladies put in great performances this morning, and this race could really go anywhere from those middle lanes.
Great Britain's Maisie Summers-Newton, fastest into this final. Next to her, her Great Britain teammate and world record holder, Eleanor Simmons. We saw Maisie Summers-Newton go past there. Elizaveta Mareshko, already a world record breaker at these championships with that 50 metres freestyle yesterday. There's Nicole Turner for Ireland. Irish representation in this one. Evelyn Sarats. Must be one of the youngest swimmers at this championships. Just 12 years of age, the Hungarian. Lorena Shaw, experienced German next. There's the world record holder, Ellie Simmons from Great Britain. Next to her, 16-year-old Maisie Summers-Newton. What a swim she had in the heats today. Well, the big threat to the Great Britain swimmers will be Elizaveta Mareshko. World record breaker yesterday in the 50. The third Great Britain swimmer, Grace Harvey. He goes in lane number 6. The home swimmer, Nicole Turner, great support for her. She goes in lane number 7. And it's the second Ukrainian in this final. Anastasia Zavali goes in lane number 8. Maisie Summers-Newton. What an excellent swim she had, the youngster, making her international debut here in Dublin. Ellie Simmonds, seen it all before. World record holder, the Paralympic champion. She's won everything in this event. And going from the 6th start, Elizaveta Mereshko from Ukraine goes in lane number 5, and Mereshko had a very good start, and also a good start there was Nicole Turner up in lane 7, the home swimmer from Ireland.
Yeah, Turner got off to the best start. The 3 ladies in the middle, all pretty even. It's really exciting to watch this 200 metres injury medley because they all have very different strengths. All 3 centre lane swimmers are specialists over all 4 lengths if they don't have a weak stroke. But here we see it is Nicole Turner of Ireland leading away on those outside lane with Elizaveta Mereshko keeping them company.
Mereshko might be first to the turn there, 39.33, very fast. 50 butterfly she is, followed by Turner and Maisie Summers-Newton. And Ellie Simmonds slightly off the pace in these early stages, but we expect that very strong second half of this medley that Ellie Simmonds has.
Yeah, Maisie Summers-Newton had the better turn of the fly to backstroke then, but it is Elizaveta Mereshko of Ukraine who's powering down this backstroke length. Maisie Summers-Newton is, of course, the 100-metre breaststroke world record holder in the SB6 category. Mereshko an SB5 breaststroker, so they'll be up against it. Maisie will try and trace her down on that breaststroke leg, and then we can expect Eleanor Simmonds to charge down that second 100 metres of this race.
Well, it is Mereshko, very good start there, 124.53, well inside world record pace at the moment, but it could all change about when they get into the second half of this race. Maisie Summers-Newton, well placed, she's in 2nd position, and in 3rd, Verena Schott from Germany, down there in lane number 2. But Maisie Summers-Newton, well, she is coming through now alongside Elizaveta Mereshko.
Yeah, Maisie Summers-Newton will really want to be ahead of Mereshko going into this final turn, because Mereshko is a 400-metre specialist. She is the 400-metre freestyle Paralympic champion, so we do know that she's got a great freestyle, a great endurance base. But Maisie Summers-Newton is in phenomenal form this season. Personal best time in the heats this morning, personal best times in both of her races in 50 freestyle yesterday. This is going to be an exciting final 50 metres.
Well, Maisie Summers-Newton has hit the front. Mereshko now a couple of seconds behind. Ellie Simmonds coming through, but she is in 4th spot as they go into this final turn, and Maisie Summers-Newton is away and heading for home.
Maisie Summers-Newton has got the advantage. She's in pole position, but Mereshko broke the world record in the 50-metre freestyle. She is coming back at Maisie Summers-Newton, but she's got a lot of work still to do for the 16-year-old Great Britain swimmer who's charging down her first European Championship, potentially her first gold medal at a European Championship.
Well, she's still leading into the last 15 now. It's Maisie Summers-Newton. She's being chased by Mereshko, but Mereshko's not going to catch her. It's going to be gold to Maisie Summers-Newton, and it's gold for Great Britain. It's a world record time. It's 2:59.60, and Maisie Summers-Newton is the European champion. Mereshko is the silver medalist. It's the bronze medal to Germany. It's Verena Schott with Ellie Simmonds down in 4th place. But Maisie Summers-Newton can hardly believe it. She is the champion. There's her family, her supporters, and she is the champion in a world record time.
Well, that race did not disappoint. All 3 centre lane swimmers off to great starts. Maisie Summers-Newton swam beyond her 16 years. She was so composed, so relaxed. She did, as we thought she would, make her move down that breaststroke leg. And really, she just left Mereshko with too much to do.
Well, that was the moment where Maisie Summers-Newton was pulling back on Elizaveta Mereshko. And she overtook her on the breaststroke and held on really well on that freestyle. Mereshko was coming back all the time, but Maisie Summers-Newton had her head down. She was heading for home, and she won it by a couple of seconds in the end. And the bonus for Summers-Newton, a world record time of 2:59.60. Maisie Summers-Newton is the European champion in a world record time, ahead of Yelizaveta Mereshko and Verena Shaw, with Ellie Simmons in 4th position. Well, what a swim that was, Liz. Unbelievable stuff from the youngster, Maisie Summers-Newton.
Absolutely, we knew it was going to be strong, we knew it was going to be competitive, and really, it's testimony to the strength of S6 and SM6 swimming in Great Britain, and Maisie Summers-Newton is picking up, taking Eleanor Simmons' world record, but I'm sure that Eleanor Simmons will try and bounce back.
Men's 400 freestyle S8 finalist Inigo Lopez-Sanz, the fastest qualifier from this morning. Swimmers for this one. Very young field in this event. Ricardo Suarez, Stefan Nagic, another one of the Italian newcomers, Joeli Amprecotti, 20-year-old. There's the man, the favourite, Inigo Lopez-Sanz, the 19-year-old from Spain. Joshua Grove from Switzerland had a good swim in the heats to qualify 2nd fastest. Islam Dokaev, well, he'll fancy his chances to make the medal podium. Ruben Menjardes, Portuguese swimmer, in 7. And the young 15-year-old Czech swimmer, Petr Fribat, in his first European final, goes in lane number 8. A number of swimmers in this final list making their debut at major championships.
Yeah, and they'll all sense a chance to get themselves on that podium. As you said, Paul, this 400 metre freestyle for men S8, pretty open.
Probably the 2 most experienced men in lanes 4 and 5, Lopez-Sanz and Grove.
Lopez-Sanz, they're getting away nicely and up and into his stroke. We see he has limb shortness in both of his limbs on his right side, so it's difficult sometimes to find a rhythm and a balance, but we see there he's had no problem with that. He's right up into it, but Joshua Grove of Switzerland is trying to stick on his shoulder, as is Giole Campriacotti from Italy. They're not going to let him get away.
The Italians had a very good day yesterday, showing a real strength and depth for their team here at these European Championships. But Spanish have started well on this day 2 of finals. And Joshua Grove from Switzerland trying to get Switzerland's first medal at the European Championships for a number of years. I've had a few before, but it's been quite a while, so I think it's probably about 10 years or so. 9 years, I think, since the last Swiss medal. It was Chantal Caban in Iceland in 2009. Joshua Grove in good position, gets Swiss medal here, but he is behind Inigo Lopez-Sanz. And we thought that the Spanish swimmer was very much the favourite for this one. He's the top-ranked European this year. He was just out of the medals at the last European Championships, just in 5th position in this event. Joshua Grove also at those last European Championships, again not featuring in the medals. So those two are ahead as they come up to 150 mark, with the Italian Giuelo Campricotti in 3rd spot.
And these 3 swimmers now starting to break away, but Islam Dokaev of Belgium in lane 6 will be trying as hard as he can to stay in touch, because as we know with these distance swimmers, if you get your tactics wrong, then anything can happen down that final 100 metres. But now we see, as expected, Lopez-Sanz in lane 4 breaking away from the rest of the park. And Joshua Grove there, currently in silver medal position, breathing to his left-hand side, keeping an eye on Campricotti of Italy, trying to keep his 2nd place position.
Lopez-Sanz there is 4 seconds faster than he was this morning at this stage. And Joshua Grove is a little bit faster too. He's still 4.5 seconds behind the Spanish swimmer, who is now ramming home that advantage. Inigo Lopez-Sanz. It's pacing. About 112 there for that last 100. And we're hoping to hold that pace. When you pick it up, it looks like he's got this one under control. In this S8 400 freestyle as he comes up to the 250 mark. Joshua Grove is holding off the challenge only just of Giulio Campricciotti. It's very close for the second place there, 0.4 of a second as they go over that turn.
Yeah, and there's a real battle on now in the silver and bronze medal. There'll be Grove versus Campricciotti. I don't think there's any doubt about the winner at this stage, Lopez Sanz. It's just about how fast the Spanish swimmer can go to get that gold medal. But there is a real battle as we see developing behind him, and this will push both swimmers to a very fast final 100 metres. Yeah,
Lopez Sanz there, going over again, just under the 112 mark, so pretty good pacing there for Inigo Lopez Sanz of Spain. In second spot, it is still Joshua Grove, 0.7 of a second between him and Giulio Campricciotti. So still all to play for silver and bronze position. That's where the battle is going to be, because the gold medalist is stretching his lead all the time. He's increasing it over the potential silver and bronze medal tussle here, and he goes over that last turn with a big advantage.
Yeah, Lopez Sanz, like we said, he's sewn up this victory now, but there's a real battle on for silver and bronze between Grove and Campricciotti. Campricciotti can see Grove as he's breathing to his side, but as they turn, it'll be Grove that gets the advantage, because Campricciotti will be breathing away, and it will be Grove that's marking the Italian down this final 50 metres.
Well, they have 50 metres to go. The Spanish swimmer Lopez Sanz only has 10. He's coming into the last 5 now, and it's going to be a European title for Inigo Lopez Sanz of Spain in a time of 4:40.78. What a tussle for second, and it might well go to Campricciotti. Joshua Grove trying to fight back in the closing stages now, but the Italian has the advantage. Coming in to the touch now, it's going to be silver to Italy. Campricciotti takes it ahead of Grove. And it was very close, 0.3 of a second separating the second and third position. But the Italian was strong enough at the finish there to claim the silver medal. But no doubt about the gold medalist, and that was Inigo Lopez Sanz of Spain. A nice nod of the head for the Spanish swimmer. And he's pleased with that. His team were pleased with his swim. He did exactly what he needed to do to win that.
Absolutely, there was no doubt. He led from start to finish, opened up a gap, settled into a rhythm, and looked like a really comfortable 400-metre swim there. He's happy with that time. He was considerably quicker this morning. Look how balanced he is, even though he has that limb deficiency on his right side. He's got such a balanced stroke, and that led him to a significantly faster time than he went this morning in the heats.
Fastest time that he's gone this year by some 4 seconds. The Italian fans absolutely loving the challenge of their swimmer who got up to claim the silver. Inigo Lopez Sanz from Spain is the gold medalist in men's 400 freestyle S8. Giulio Campricciotti the silver. Joshua Grove of Switzerland the bronze medal. Well, the races keep coming, Liz. Should be an interesting one. Women's 400 freestyle S8.
Well, we started the session with some excitement, and I'm sure that's due to continue.
Xenia Francesca Palazzo looking to add to her gold medal tally here in Dublin. Serena Deleuze from Belgium goes in one. Aya Zodari Barezzo, 14-year-old Spanish swimmer in line 2. There's the European champion Amelie Winter. Good swim this morning. She had the power to challenge this lady, Xenia Francesca Palazzo. Claire Supio, former Olympian, now swimming in the Paris swimming program. Vandula Duskova, Czech Republic swimmer. Alva Kelly, well, whipping up the crowd there, Alva Kelly. Great support for her. Nicola Kacik from Poland, 17-year-old, in the outside lane, in lane number 8, completes that line-up. Francesca Palazzo, she was overcome with her win yesterday in the 200 metres individual medley. Can she follow that up with another gold medal performance tonight?
Alba Kelly there, the home swimmer, the only swimmer to start in the water up there in lane 7. But as we can see already, the swimmers in the centre lanes, Xenia Francesca Palazzo and Claire Supio of France in lane 5, forging ahead, and Amelie Winter, defending European champion, will want to stay with good company with these two swimmers and not let them get away.
Yeah, Amelie Winter had a very good swim this morning in the heats. She was right up with the leaders in the heats. Qualified third fastest for this final. So Palazzo is going over 0.2 of a second ahead of Claire Supio. Supio, of course, we said it a couple of times already in commentary. She is a former Olympian, swam 200 butterfly back in the Seoul Olympics in 1988. She has a progressive condition. She's now swimming in para swimming. And she's right up there challenging for the medals. Bronze medal yesterday in the individual medley, but her freestyle leg of that individual medley looked very, very strong indeed.
Yeah, Supio had a strong second half, but by that time in the 200 metre medley, Palazzo was already just too far ahead. And here we see very differing strokes. Palazzo's got that higher stroke rate, higher head position. Supio very low to the water, minimising the energy, maximising the efficiency. But already we can see now Palazzo starting to edge up and open up a lead.
As they come to the turn at the top end, 150 metres gone, so still a long way to go. Palazzo looking good at this stage. Supio just behind, still in touch. Amelie Winter losing a little bit of the ground there on the leading two. She is clear in third position, so still in that medal position, the reigning champion from Denmark, Duskova from the Czech Republic in fourth position there at the 150 mark. But a couple of seconds down on Amelie Winter. It's shaping up now to be a head-to-head race between the leading two, and those overhead shots just so the margin of the lead for Palazzo as she comes to the halfway point. But Claire Supio right there in attendance, right there in the mix.
Absolutely, Supio there trying to mark Palazzo as they went down that 200 metre mark. If you can see the feet and you can try and hold on, then it pulls you along. It means you don't give up. It keeps you giving that impetus. You're trying to catch back up, and we did see there as they approach the 200 metre turn, Supio make a bit of ground. But now as we go down this 250 metre mark, Supio's breathing away from Palazzo, and Palazzo's making her move.
Now Palazzo, we're just into the second half of this race. It's 250, 150 to go once we get past this one, and Palazzo is extending her lead now. Supio is around about 2.7 seconds down on the leader now, so the lead has changed there on that previous 50. Palazzo just putting the pressure on. Still Amelie Winter in third spot, some 4.5 seconds now behind Supio, but still 3 seconds ahead of Duskova for the Czech Republic. The home swimmer Alba Kelly down in sixth position at the moment, but at the front of the field it does look like Palazzo has got this one in the bag as they go with 100 metres to go.
Yeah, Palazzo made her move to break on that third 100 metres, and there we see she's opened for 5 metre lead on Claire Supio, who is still going really well. She's still chasing, but as we see now, Palazzo is in a comfortable, commanding position, and it's her race to lose.
Palazzo has really just put the pressure on the second half of this race. Claire Supio must have felt pretty good when she went past 200. just on the feet of Palazzo, but it hasn't worked out for the French swimmer in the second half. The Italian has been far too strong as she comes over on the last 50.
Yeah, great swimming here from Palazzo. And as we like to see, there's a battle going on. Amelie Winter doing her best to just stay ahead there of Duskova of the Czech Republic to cement that bronze medal position. But really, there is no question about the winner of this race as Palazzo comes into the final 25 metres looking strong, looking comfortable with a sizable lead.
Well, the only question now is the time for Xenia Francesca Palazzo. Is she going to be dipping under the 5-minute mark? It's going to be very close. She comes into the last 5 now. Palazzo will claim another European medal just under the 5-minute mark. 4:59.51. It's silver to Claire Soupio from France. And another European medal will go to Denmark's Amelie Winter. Really, as that race progressed, Liz, it became clear who the winner was going to be. Palazzo just too strong for the others.
Yeah, 400 metres is all about tactics and going out the right time, and there Palazzo planned that perfectly. You could see she made a concerted effort to put her foot down, make her move in that 300 metres, and it paid off, because that's really then what broke the distance between her and Soupio and made it for a comfortable victory in the end.
Well, she looks absolutely exhausted. And no wonder, Palazzo claims another European title. It's close in these early stages. Palazzo and Soupio side by side as they went down that first 50, and even at the 100, Soupio thought she was in with a good shout of that gold medal performance. But Palazzo in the second half of the race showed her strength, and the margin of victory was some 5 seconds in the end. Palazzo stretching in for the finish. Relieved to see that wall, gasping for breath there at the end of that 400. Soupio takes the silver medal, second medal of the week for the French swimmer. It's gold again, the second of this competition for Xenia Francesca Palazzo from Italy. Claire Soupio the silver for France, and Amelie Winter the bronze for Denmark. Oh, we've got time for a little breather, Liz.
Feel like we've earned it.
I think so.
Feel like I've swam some of those races. It's much harder watching them than swimming.
Yeah, that's my story as well.
Maybe not now, don't have the fitness.
Victory ceremony coming up next. Everybody taking a little bit of a rest after that action. We've seen some great swims already tonight. Here's the Spanish congratulating their champion. And Spanish have got a strong team as well. They're getting some youngsters coming through as well.
Yeah, this European Championships is a really good opportunity to build your youngsters, give them experience and really move on forward, ploughing ahead. So sometimes you can't just, you're very fortunate if you're born and you're given world-class swimmers, gold medalists, world record holders straight from the off. But the Spanish have got a great reputation for nurturing their youngsters, bringing them through, and really the longevity within the Spanish team is very impressive.
Yeah, they really built up their para-swimming programme on the back of Barcelona 92. They had a massively successful team in the 90s in the back of those Paralympic Games, and that's continued right the way through. And they've got a good squad this time.
Yes, and we've talked about it so many times, like the extra special, the importance of a home competition, whether it be Europeans, Paralympics, World Championships. It really does inject a new sense of pace and motivation to a national programme.
Well, the first medal ceremony for tonight is the men's 100 backstroke S10. Little party coming out. Is Johnson keeping a tally of medals tonight?
Gold medals. I can't cope with keeping a tally of them all.
Medal presentations, medal presentations. First to celebrate the winners here of this first event tonight. Tina Davis, Managing Director of City, making his first presentation. Carlo Manciotti taking that bronze medal for Italy. I'll add to the gold medal that he won yesterday as part of the relay team. Medal at the last European Championships as well, Manciotti. Adding to that tally. Silver medalist. Well, it's been a real find. This man, Stefano Raimondi, winning gold in the breaststroke yesterday, and also in the relay. Another medal to add to his tally as well. Well, great swimmer, isn't it?
Yeah, and he's really risen to the challenge. He's coming here, bettered his entry time, and you can tell by that smile that he's really enjoying this European Championships.
Well, the winner of the gold medal, the world record holder, Paralympic champion now is the European champion, Maxim Krajpak. It's a good time as well, just 0.4 of a second outside his own world record. So Maxim Krajpak is first European Championships, is the European champion in 100.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Para Swimming European Championship medalists.
Ukrainians enjoying that one. Top of the medal table yesterday, equal top I think it was there.
They were tied on gold with Italy. Both had very good first days, and there we go. Started tonight where they left off last night. Another gold medal in the bag.
Krajpak taking the gold alongside the two Italians. Next victory ceremony is the 100 backstroke for women, S10. Coming out, and it's a good contest, this one. Well, the favourite prevailed in the end, Bianca Pat, but it was really maybe a little bit closer than we thought it might have been.
Yeah, and backstroke does that. It really hurts. So they all were in good company down the majority of the race, but then Bianca Pat powered through at the end, her experience as the backstroke specialist.
Tina Davis with the presentations again. And Nel Roulet from France. She'll be pleased to pick up a medal. She won a World Championship medal last year. She's added a European medal now. And the mascot as well, Sean the Shamrock.
It's only day two, we'll find you one.
Keep mentioning it. Lisa Kruger. Another medal for her, another silver medal. That one she won in the breaststroke yesterday. Becoming a bit of an all-rounder, Lisa Kruger, adding the backstroke to her repertoire, better known as a breaststroker. And there's Bianca Pat, the champion again. Really came onto the scene, very young swimmer, didn't she?
Yeah, she's still only 18 years old, but we feel like we've been talking about her in this S10 100 metres backstroke for a number of years, so great to see her still performing with plenty of potential.
Well done, Bianca Pat. And that gold medal for Hungary.
All smiles for those three ladies, all really impressive times.
How are they standing in the medal table list?
Oh,
Hungarians.
I'm only doing today. I'm doing a day at a time. I have to consolidate of an evening.
Yes, we will have to, I think. One today, though.
One today, yeah. Spain with 2. Great Britain, Italy and Ukraine also on 1.
Thank you, Liz Johnson, medal correspondent.
Good job, I'm better at counting than I am at Twitter.
Men's 100 breaststroke, SB11. Maybe another gold medal for Spain. Israel Oliver in the fast lane, lane 4. For the SB11 class, swimmers with no vision will be wearing blacked out goggles, and this is always an interesting one, Liz, the S11 class.
Yeah, there's so much more involved than just getting in and swimming the 100 metres. They really need to get a good line and a good direction, because sometimes they can end up swimming a couple of metres over their 100 metres distance.
Yeah, the line from the dive, very important. These swimmers, incredible skills there. Nika Tavalari's coach from Georgia, signalling there. He's out in lane number 1. I mean, he's going to be first. Well, I don't know. It's all wide open. It could be wide open in this one. 2 favourites though in the middle. There's Nika Tavalari, Georgian swimmer. Many Georgian swimmers are here at these championships. Lithuania haven't won a European Championship medal for a few years now. Divalaitis in lane 2. Johannes Weinberg had a great swim in the heats. 16-year-old German. Israel Oliver will be the favourite. Silver medal at the last 2 European Championships. Viktor Smirnov, experienced Ukrainian, 4 times a Paralympian. Federico Bassani, can he continue the good run of the Italian team? And Mikhailo Serbin, the 14-year-old from Ukraine, in lane 7, and Gudfinnur Karlsson from Iceland. He goes right there in lane number 8, completing this lineup. It's the SB11 class. The swimmers with no vision at all. As you said, Liz Johnson, very important that the dive for these SB11 swimmers is straight. Don't want to be going right into the lane rope in the early stages here.
Yeah, and best start there coming from the young German, Weinberg in lane 3. We saw this in the heats. He kept the 2 more experienced centre lane swimmers company, and he seems to be doing the same again.
There's a little bit of a zigzag for the German there. He hit the lane rope on the left-hand side there, and also went across to the right. He's now hugging that lane rope, the German swimmer. Really powerful, the young man, Weinberg. He's behind the leading 2, though, Viktor Smirnov and Israel Oliver. We saw the contrast in their strokes this morning. Viktor Smirnov will dive into the wall. He'll be tapped on the head or the back, and the swimmers go over. Smirnov with 0.4 of a second advantage over Israel Oliver.
Yeah, Viktor Smirnov there, totally better start, but now Israel Oliver with that longer glide, starting to come back there. They'll be able to sense each other because breaststroke moves a lot of water, but obviously they can't see each other, so it really is now who can keep that direction, who can avoid getting tangled into the wall, and this is a really exciting final 15 metres.
Well, Viktor Smirnov and Israel Oliver, they're right up alongside the lane ropes on their right-hand side now, and Smirnov has tried to hold up the challenge for Oliver. They're coming in together, and it's Smirnov who takes it. It's 1:17.15 and 1:17.26. It was all on the finish. The bronze medal will go to Germany, to Weinberg, who swam a great race there. But it was, what a great finish there. Viktor Smirnov will take the title from Israel Oliver.
Phenomenal swimming there. Smirnov upgrading 2 previous bronze medals in this event to gold. Israel Oliver did point out that Smirnov would be his biggest challenge, and I don't know if they're going to know how close that really was.
Well, look at Weinberg there on the left-hand side. Wow. He just crashes into that rope. He corrected his stroke there, and into the finish, Israel Oliver. Well, was he leading in there? Great stretch for Viktor Smirnov, and you really couldn't separate them. 0.1 of a second between the 2. How close was that at the finish? The tappers did their jobs, and oh, Smirnov just had the stretch.
Yeah, Smirnov there finishing on a full stroke. Israel Oliver with a slight glide, and that's really all the difference. That's what it came down to.
Viktor Smirnov wins the European title for Ukraine, just 0.1 of a second ahead of Spain's Israel Oliver. The young German Johannes Weinberg takes the bronze. Well, what an exciting race in that men's race. Can we get more excitement in the women's race? You wouldn't bet against it. Lisette Bruinsma in 4 and Maya Reichard in 5. They tied for the gold medal at the last Europeans. This could be close. Well, there is leading them out, Marina Podobna in lane number 1. She caused a great shock in the 50 freestyle. It was a shock to herself. I saw her interview afterwards. She was hoping for a medal. She couldn't have dreamed that she won the gold in a world record time.
A world record from lane 6 just shows that as long as you've got a lane in these races, you've got a chance. You don't have to be in those centre lanes.
Here is Marina Podobna. Her confidence will be sky high. She's going to have her work cut out, though, to challenge the leaders in this one. Tiana Platanova from Slovakia, youngest in this field. There's Jana Breshna. She's the Ukrainian swimmer. She'll have a chance at the medals, but here's Lisette Bruinsma, the European record holder and the reigning European champion. She shared that European title with this lady, Maya Reichard from Sweden. Tina Rabolini, Italian swimmer, goes in lane number 6. And Katerina Tachuk from Ukraine is in lane number 7. 7 swimmers on the start list for this women's 100 breaststroke SB11. Lisette Brownsma and Maya Richard, well, they will be the favourites for this one. Jana Brezhna was the bronze medalist at the last European Championship, so all the medalists from the last Europeans are here. Lisette Brownsma, European record holder in lane 4.
Podubna got good reaction time off the block there, but up after the underwater phase, it is Maya Richard in lane 5 with a slight advantage over her, what feels like long-term rival, but over the last couple of years, especially Brunsma of the Netherlands.
Oh, Jana Brezhna going very well in lane number 3. I wonder if she can cause another shock. We saw the Ukrainian Podubna take the gold medal yesterday. Brownsma going very well. Maya Richard just losing ground there. Swedish swimmer in that yellow cap. But it is Jana Brezhna who's going to be first to this turn there at 39.82.
Yeah, we see there Brezhna, a different stroke to the swimmers in the centre lanes, a longer glide, a stronger glide, quickest, faster rate coming from Brezhna and Richard. And actually at the moment now, Richard dropping back as Brezhna's putting on the challenge.
Oh, Jana Brezhna and Lisette Brownsma, they are absolutely together. They're side by side. I'm sure they will be able to feel the water across the lanes there. Lisette Brownsma just maybe edging it, but Jana Brezhna with that long and strong breaststroke is gasping for air there as she comes into the finish. Lisette Brownsma is just about edging it here, and it is going to be gold to the Netherlands if she can get the finish right, and she does. In 1:26.60, Jana Brezhna will take the silver medal, and Maya Richard will take the bronze. But it was a great swim in the end. It's Lisette Brownsma. She will take the gold, and the Netherlands fans can celebrate. Well, Lisette Brownsma is the European champion. She will have heard the announcements here in the arena. Their coaches not allowed to tell her what the result was. She wasn't allowed to, well, she wasn't able to see the scoreboard, obviously, so she'll be listening to the announcements here in the Aquatic Centre. And what a hard-fought win that was. Yeah,
and we see that Brezhna moving into the centre lane as we approach the final 5 metres, because she was so close to Brezhna that they ran the risk of kicking each other. But what a final, what a finish, and what an exciting race.
Well, the tappers doing their job there in the closing stages. Brownsma just reaching for the wall. There wasn't much in it at all, but it was enough. Lisette Brownsma is a European champion. Lisette Brownsma takes gold for the Netherlands. She was in ahead of silver medalist Jana Brezhna, and the bronze to Maya Richard of Sweden. So on to another final, and it's the men's 100 breaststroke SB13. SB13 class for those with visual impairment. Sean O'Riordan from Ireland. What support from this home crowd. Can that spur him on? Rasimos Lignos from Greece in lane number 2. Vladimir Izotov from Belarus in 3, next to his countrymate Ihar Boki, already 1 gold medal to his name at these championships. Heliso Engel from Germany goes in lane number 5. Next to him, Ivan Salguero Oltiza. And the final swimmer in this one, 14-year-old Gabriel Steen from Norway. Really, the 2 Belarusian swimmers in the centre lanes, Ihar Boki, Vladimir Izotov. Great records over the years, especially Izotov in this 100 breaststroke. He was the world champion before. Can he challenge his teammate Ihar Boki?
Well, Boki and Izotov definitely have the height advantage in this race, and Boki up and great underwater phases into the lead. But Izotov, as you said, Paul, great form in this event, and he's going with the great Ihar Boki down this first 50 metres.
Well, two Belarusian swimmers heading the field at the moment. Gerasimos Lignos from Greece, maybe just holding on to third here. And the German swimmer Talasso Engel just in fourth place as they come to that turn. But Izotov has the lead over Boki by 0.3 of a second. Can Boki pull back in this second 50?
Izotov with a more natural breaststroke, but we know that Boki's a racer, we know that he's a fast swimmer, and these swimmers in the S13 classification, they will be able to just see that person in the lane next to them. But here we see Ihar Boki pulling away.
Well, Ihar Boki now stretching ahead of his country-mate, and the young German swimmer coming back, Talasso Engel, but he's not going to challenge Boki. It's going to be another goal for Ihar Boki. He takes it in 105.96. Vladimir Uzotov from Belarus, the silver medal in 107.69, and Talasso Engel from Germany will take the bronze. A great swim from the 16-year-old German, but it's another goal to Ihar Boki from Belarus.
Ihar Boki there, pleased to get that win. We say he's such a strong swimmer, such a strong all-rounder. But if there is a weak event, this would probably be the one. But there he reigns supreme again.
Yeah, really breathing hard at the end there, Ihar Boki. He worked really hard for that one. And his teammate challenged him all the way. Vladimir Izotov, who has a good record in this event. But Boki, great all-rounder, a great champion. And, well, he is going to rack up the gold medals at this championship, I think. Ihar Boki takes his second gold medal of the championships ahead of his countrymate Vladimir Izotov, and a great bronze for Talasso Engel from Germany. Well, moving on to some more medal presentations. One ceremony this time, and it's the women's 200 metres individual medley. And what a race this was. We saw a world record swim in this 200 metres individual medley from the young swimmer there in the centre, led out by Elizaveta Mareshko. But there is Macy Summers-Newton, the new European champion. Lorena Schott will be pleased to be on the medal podium again. What a swim from this young lady in the centre.
Phenomenal.
Katarina Wirt from Allianz presenting the medals. Lorena Schott from Germany. Again, on the medal podium. She's a good record in this event. One of the more experienced campaigners.
And she'll be delighted to get herself onto this podium in such a hotly contested event.
Elizaveta Mareshko, silver medalist. Oh, she gave absolutely everything that she had. She was playing to her strength. She led in the early stages right up until the closing stages of the breaststroke.
Absolutely, we knew she was in good form, and she's brought that form from the 50 freestyle into this 200 metres individual medley to pick up another medal for Ukraine.
But the gold medalist and the European champion from Great Britain is Maisie Summers-Newton in a world record time. What a phenomenal swim.
She really did attack it from her. She wasn't put off by the experience that was surrounding her, and she's going to enjoy this national anthem for Great Britain.
face of the new European champion. Her teammates loving that. Great Britain swimmers. And the young 16-year-old, only just turned 16, Maisie Summers-Newton.
Yeah, the youngster really excelling. She's got a great breaststroke, world record holder in the breaststroke, and we always know a breaststroker sets up for a good medley swimmer. And Great Britain have got great history in this SM6 200 metres in the medley event.
Maisie Summers-Newton, European champion. Got a good ring to it.
World record holder.
It's 2 world records she holds now. And a breaststroke as well. Well, could be on for a repeat. Maisie Summers-Newton at the top of the podium come the breaststroke. Well, you wouldn't bet against her, would you?
No. In a word, no.
Men's 50 metres freestyle S3. Vincenzo Boni from Italy was the fastest qualifier. So one length of the pool for these S3 swimmers. S3 classification towards the lower end of the classification spectrum. It's 1 to 10, remember, for those with a physical impairment. This one being the most severe. So these swimmers typically be affected in 3 or 4 limbs. Swimmers made their transition from the heats. Yasadov from Ukraine in 1, 15-year-old top from Germany in 2, Coelho Martinez from Spain in 3, Vincenzo Boni the favourite, he would go in lane number 4. Ostapchenko had a good heat, the Ukrainian, goes in lane 5. Experienced man from Greece, Ioannis Kostakis, goes in lane number 6. Ukrainian swimmer Sergei Palmarachuk, medalist before at the major championships at 7, and Mikael Fredriksson from Sweden in the outside lane. You see a number of different starts, Liz, in this S3.
Yes, a variety of impairments that all athletes will play to the strength. So we'll see, even though it's a freestyle event, we'll see some swimmers swim on their backs, some on their front, with double arm backstrokes and with single arm backstroke, which makes the race even more exciting.
Well, Vincenzo Boni will be one of those that will be swimming on his back. Great backstroke. Champion in the S3 class. And the swimmers, some of them held by the feet right up at the timing pads there. Some of them assisted by their coaches on the blocks. Right, Josiah top, but they are away, and the German swimmer got off to a good start with that red cap, as did Mikael Fredriksson, right at the top of the picture from Sweden.
Yeah, the 2 athletes that went off the starting blocks as expected with the best starts, but already we can see here Vincenzo Boni, high turnover, straight arms, in contrast to Ostapchenko in lane 5 with that shallower stroke but quicker stroke rate, really playing to the advantages. But Vincenzo Boni leading this spearhead down this 50 metres backstroke for the S3 athletes.
Oh, Vincenzo Boni is on his way to a gold medal for Italy. It looks like Ostapchenko is going to take the silver here, and might be the Spanish swimmer Coelho in 3rd place, but Vincenzo Boni will take the touch there. 47.04 for the Italian. Ostapchenko the silver medal, and it is bronze to Spain. Martinez Trujillo from Spain takes the bronze medal, but the Italians are very happy with that. They're right next to us up here in the commentary area, and they're waving their hands at their champion. Vincenzo Boni is the champion from Italy.
Boni got off to a good start, straight up and into his stroke. He promised after the heats this morning that he had the potential to do exactly what he did, and he did not disappoint. He delivered with a stunning victory, a quicker time this morning, and you can see that the world champion is happy to add the European Championship title to his armoury.
Well, Vincenzo Boni raises those arms to the sky. He is the champion again here in Dublin. Vincenzo Boni takes gold for Italy Denis Ostapchenko from Ukraine, the silver, and Miguel Angel Martinez Trujillo from Spain in the bronze medal position. Men's 50 freestyle S4. Champion in the 100 freestyle, Ami Omer Dadon from Israel, who's next to David Smetanine of France. This promises to be one of the closest finals this evening. Mats Topkin from Estonia. This goes in lane 1. Michael Schoenmaker, medalist in the 100. And he double up in the 50. Andrei Deravinsky, very good heat swim there. Goes in lane number 3. The champion from yesterday, Mi Omar Dadon from Israel, going in from the side. David Smetanine goes in lane number 5. There he is, the great French champion. And the European title back in 2009. Darko Duric goes in lane number 6. There's Arnos Petracek from the Czech Republic. He'll be fast off the block as well, using the underwater technique that he has perfected over the years. And the final swimmer, Andreas Ernhofer. The Austrian swimmer goes in lane number 8. What a great swim from the young man yesterday, Ami Oder Danon. Great swim from the Israeli, wasn't it, in the 100?
Yes, we know he's in good form. We know he's got the speed. The question is, has he got enough pull?
We saw him come back in the closing stages in the heats this morning just to take it at the end. We'll have some swimmers going from the dive. See Mats Topkin closest to us there from Estonia in lane 1. There is the man to beat, Ami Omer Dadon from Israel. Looks down the pool, 50 metres to go. 50 freestyle in the S4 classification. This could be a fascinating race.
Petracek and Duric and Topkin of Estonia getting the best starts there off the diving block. But already we see that the starters in the middle, so Smetanine, David Smetanine of France, starting to spin his arms, starting to come through, and Dadon of lane 4, still with a lot of work to do, but we know that he just increases his speed as he comes into the final 5 meters. But currently, Petracek going really well at the top of the pool there in lane 7 for the Czech Republic.
Well, Petracek holding on. Dadon has got a long way to go if he's trying to get back here. Darko Duric and Petracek. It might be between those two. Smetanine coming through, and it might be Petracek. And it's a dead heat. It's Darko Duric and Arnos Petracek touching in exactly the same time. They will share the gold medal position with Smetanine in the bronze medal place.
What a race, what a swim. Look at Petracek's face. He's actually pretty shocked to get that gold medal from out there in lane 7.
And they're the two champions together in lane 7. They know each other well, and they can hardly believe it. Petracek and Darko Duric, big smiles over the face. It's astonishment there for Arnos Petracek, but they have won. It's a dead heat. They are both the European champions, and they can hardly believe it.
No, they both picked up their time significantly from the heat sessions. The old experienced guard there, they were a little bit upset that I called them old, but they're experienced guard. They know each other well. There was the young, the newcomer Dadon, who we've seen the speed. We thought he might come through at the end, but today it wasn't to be. It was all about the experience of the old guard, Duric and Petracek. Hanging on, Petracek hanging on, Duric swinging that over an arm over at the vital moment to get that gold medal, and David Smetanine of France taking the bronze.
Unbelievable finish. Petracek has to finish on his head. Duric has the benefit of that one arm. And Petracek, he cannot believe it. There are the two champions together. They know each other very well. They competed against each other for many years, and that was superb. It's a dead heat for gold in the men's 50 freestyle S4. Darko Duric and Arnos Petracek share the spoils with David Smetanine the bronze. Well, unbelievable swim there from the two swimmers sharing that gold medal position. Women's 50 freestyle S4. Viola Trimi from Italy goes in the centre lane. Inés Rocio Rodriguez Martinez from Spain goes in lane number 1. Marina Verbova, first of two Ukrainians, goes in lane 2 next to her teammate Olga Zviderska. In lane number 3, the favourite for this one, Viola Trimi. Trimi, reigning champion in this one. Alexandra Stamatopoulou trying to get on to the medal positions here. Gina Butcher can also have a chance here. 17-year-old from Germany. Sonja Sigurdardottir from Iceland in lane 7. And Dominika Michova from the Czech Republic in lane number 8. Ariola Trimi, Liz. Very, very good technician. She has a freestyle technique, smooth as silk.
Yeah, and she really maximises the strength in her shoulders because she is quite severely impaired in this S4 classification. All athletes with severe impairments, but as you said, textbook technique.
Well, Trimi has won the last 2 European titles. She'll be trying to make it a hat-trick of victories here. She's very much the favourite. Greek swimmer Stamatopoulou making her way into her lane. She'll be in the centre lane as well alongside Trimi. Another chance for medal. They all to play for, so just for the minor medals, Trimi very much the favourite for this one.
Again, a variety of starts there. Lane 6, Germany's Gina Butcher, the only athlete to start off the block, and she's currently reaping the benefits of that, but already from this underwater shot we see in the centre lane, and Ariola Trimi with that great technique that we talked about, that high elbow, that long reach, that high stroke rate, really ploughing down this 50-metre freestyle.
Well, a great display here from Ariola Trimi. Just see her body really, really straight here, forging ahead, her head pointing towards there. She'll keep the head down in the last few metres here, and Ariola Trimi is going to be in for gold medal for Italy in 40.58. It's going to be a good silver medal here for Gina Butcher from Germany, and the bronze medal will go to Ukraine. It will go to Olga Zviderska, but it was a good swim from Ariola Trimi. She would have liked to get under the 40-second mark, but it doesn't matter. She is the European champion.
Great swim in there from Ariola Trimi. The Italians continuing this medal rush that they've experienced over the first day and a half of final sessions. There we see Butcher from Germany getting that good dive off of the starting block, and it really did set her up for that prime position to take that silver medal.
Yeah, Trimi, just with that slight movement, balancing movement in the legs there, but in there, very high stroke rate for Ariola Trimi. We've seen her change her stroke rate in terms of the distances she does. Ariola Trimi wins the European gold medal for Italy ahead of Gina Butcher and Olga Zviderska. And it's 50 metres backstroke S5. Saw a great world record performance in the heats this morning from Yaroslav Semenenko, and a European record performance from Andrew Mullen in the heat before. Well, Patella Roglu from Turkey goes in lane number 1. Cesco Bicchiardo next to his teammate Antonio Fantin. They go in 2 and 3, the Italians. World record swim from Yaroslav Semenenko in the heats this morning. He's next to the reigning champion Andrew Mullen from Great Britain. What can he do from lane 5? Antoni Ponce Bertran from Spain. Maybe a danger in lane 6, and the experienced Zolt Verenski, in his 10th European Championship, goes in lane number 7. Andrea Masusi goes in lane number 8, completes the lineup for this, the men's 50 backstroke S5. Semenenko, great swim this morning's heat, Liz.
Yeah, it's difficult to see past him for this final this evening to take that gold medal. Andrew Mullen will do everything within his power to be as close as possible.
Andrew Mullen last into the water. It's a European champion. Semenenko, someone with no arms, is holding that towel for the start in his teeth. Men's 50 backstroke S5 final.
Away with all there, Semenenko in the centre lane, but we did expect good starts also from Andrew Mullen of Great Britain in lane 5 and Roglu of Turkey in lane 1, but already a body length clear. It's that red cap of the Ukrainian Yaroslav Semenenko.
Well, Semenenko now just about a body length clear of Andrew Mullen, and Mullen trying to keep pace with the Ukrainian, but he's not quite making it because Semenenko is coming back now. Semenenko is going to win here. We'll just watch the clock as Semenenko comes into the closing stages. 34.95, and the Italian Fantine getting up for silver medal just ahead of Great Britain's Andrew Mullen, but the gold going to Semenenko. 34.95, just 0.15 of a second slower than his world record swim this morning. Gold for the Ukrainian.
Phenomenal display there of 50-metre backstroke supremacy from Yaroslav Semenenko of Ukraine. Broke the world record in the heat this morning, equalled the old world record previously held by Daniel Diaz in the final. Not a bad day at the office.
The finish in his head, just looking round there, pushes in to the timing pad. Antonio Fantine had a good swim. Yaroslav Semenenko takes gold for Ukraine. It's silver to Italy. Antonio Fantine just getting in ahead of Great Britain's Andrew Mullen. Women's 50 backstroke final now. Finals coming thick and fast tonight. And the real contrast of youth and experience. Teresa Perales, Sumaya Boachi in the centre lanes. Peggy Sontag for Germany goes in lane number 1. And the 8 swimmers here. In lane number 2, going in from the side will be Natalia Chavel. There she is. Monica Borgioni from Italy goes in lane number 3. Monica Borgioni, already a medalist here at these championships last night. And there is the experienced Spanish swimmer, 7th European Championship. 35 medals in all for Teresa Perales. There's Siomami Boyaji for Turkey, the 15-year-old. Next to her teammate, Sevilla Ozturk, the 14-year-old. The 2 young Turks. Giulia Giretti from Italy goes in lane number 7. And the 3rd Turkish swimmer in this final, Muske Ustun, in the outside lane in lane number 8. Again, we should see the contrast of styles here. 2 young Turkish swimmers without arms. They'll have good push off the wall here at the start of this race, but the experience of Teresa Perales trying to work those arms in the closing stages. Will not get the push off that the Turkish swimmers have, so it could be very much a race of 2 halves.
There we see Boyaji and Ozturk, the two Turkish swimmers in the top end of the pool, really getting away and maximising that underwater kick. And we can see Teresa Paralis up and into a stroke with company from Monica Borgioni. So it will be those two swimmers trying to chase down the Turkish youngsters as they go neck and neck.
Well, it is going to be very close indeed. They are closing, Borgioni and Paralis, but it looks like Boyacci is just leading them in here, just ahead of Ozturk. Can Boyacci hold on? What a race this is going to be. It's going to be really close. Paralis coming back all the time, but Boyacci will have to touch with her head, and she does touch with her head, and she is first place. Turkey will take the gold medal here at the European Championships. Teresa Paralis the silver, and Borgioni the bronze, but the gold will go to Sayumi Boyacci of Turkey, the 15-year-old.
What an impressive swim there from Sayumi Boyacci. So often we see those young Turkish swimmers get off to brilliant starts and then just chase down and struggling to hold on at the end, but she will be over the moon to finally get on the podium on that top spot.
Well, it was such a good start there for the Turkish swimmers. There we see Paralis, but the two Turkish swimmers on the right-hand side there of your screen. Well, Teresa Paralis coming back all the time. She had the advantage of the long arms at the end, but it wasn't decisive because Boyacci was there. She was just about ahead of Paralis. She touched with her head. Paralis came over very close behind the swimmer, but it is gold to Turkey. Sayumi Boyacci of Turkey takes the gold medal ahead of Spain's Teresa Paralis, the bronze to Monica Borgioni of Italy.
Great swim there, great result for Turkey. We've seen a lot of Turkish swimmers flooding these events in the outside lanes, and now they've got their just rewards with a gold medal at the European Championships.
Absolutely brilliant from the youngster, 15 years of age. Sayumi Boyacci of Turkey. It's not the last we've heard of her. Absolutely excellent swimming there from the Turkish swimmers, and Ozturk just outside the medals as well. Back to the victory ceremonies, Liz. 400 freestyle now for men. Smiles all round for the medalists as they come to the medal podium. It's all up for grabs, this one, wasn't it? The least experienced fields of tonight's finals that we've seen. Certainly grabbing the opportunity. The swimmers that are on the medal podium tonight. Neil Milliken, Atos, presenting the medals this evening.
Bronze medal here for Joshua Grove of Switzerland. Trains at Nova Centurion in Mansfield, and actually for his coach Glenn Smith, that's the 22nd European medal that he has coached. Obviously this event in the past dominated by the Hine family. Sam has 7 European medals, Ollie 10, and then Charlotte Henshaw 4. So congratulations to Glenn Smith and Joshua Grove.
Silver medalist. Goes to the Italian, Giueli Ciampricotti. It's a close contest with Joshua Grove there, all the way down for silver and bronze. In the end, there was only less than a second in it. The Italian taking the silver, but no doubt about the gold medalist here, Inigo Lopez Sanz. Absolutely dominated from start to finish. Finishing time of 4:40.78, season's best for the Spanish swimmer. Here he is, really happy to be on top of the podium. Gold medalist for Spain, Inigo Lopez Sanz. Spanish
Championship medal.
not singing along to their national anthem. Do you know why, Liz?
Because it's got no words?
Correct!
Woohoo! Finally, I got one of your brain teasers right.
I need to think up something more difficult.
I don't know, most something, but they're a very smiley men's 400 meter freestyle S8 podium.
Women's 400 freestyle next up on the medal podium. Another convincing win and another chance for us to hear the Italian national anthem. Would you like that?
We do. The Spanish anthem was jolly as well.
It's been quite a few good anthems. And Crucibio striding out in front for the silver medal position. Milliken taking charge of the medal ceremony again. Winter bronze medal this time. Great record in this event in the Europeans, actually.
Yeah, and she is really happy to make that podium again. Swam really well in that final to get that bronze medal in this 400 meter freestyle.
There's Supio, another medal for her. Saw her smiling at the end of that race. Another silver medal with the bronze medal from last night. There's Supio. She's going to find a place for the mascot in the pocket. Champion again, another gold medal. Francesca Palazzo. She's had two really good races so far. 200 medley, now the 400 freestyle.
Yeah, and she swam a very controlled, good race in this 400 meter freestyle, making her break and getting herself another gold medal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Paraswimming European Championship medalists.
400 freestyle medalists for the women. And as they leave the podium, next event we'll have, moving on to the 200 freestyle. One more medal ceremony to come. And gone out of order in one of the medal ceremonies. So we'll have to slot that in at some point, but we'll let you know when that is. It's the men's individual medley for the SM6 class. For now, looks like we're moving on to the next event. Men's 200 freestyle S14, the world record holder Tom Hamer from Great Britain goes in lane number 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for our next event. This is the men's 200 meters freestyle S14 final.
Now the S14 class swimmers with an intellectual impairment coming out onto full side. Qualification today. Finnish swimmer Nadia Kalili, 16 years of age, making his way into major final for his country. Misha Palazzo, 15-year-old from Italy in lane number 2. This man, Michel Crying, well, performed well in the breaststroke yesterday, win a medal. Joring, he was the fastest from the heats this morning. Tom Hamer from Great Britain, well, he was holding back, I'm sure. We'll see more from Tom Hamer in the final tonight. And his teammate, Jordan Catchpole, the 2 GB swimmers in 5 and 6. Nathan Medley in lane number 7 for France, and Yannick van der Poel for Belgium. He goes in lane number 8. 200 freestyle. 4 lengths of the pool. Tom Hamer of Great Britain, second fastest into this final. Behind Michel Joring from the Netherlands.
Fairly evenly away there off of the block. The best underwater phase coming from lane 6. That's Great Britain's Jordan Catchpole. But as we see now, lanes 3 and lane 4, Kroenig of Ukraine and Jorink of the Netherlands speeding off. But Thomas Hamer of Great Britain, the class of the field, the world record holder, the Commonwealth champion, will be sitting, waiting to pounce on the second 100 meters.
Well, Tom Hamer in 3rd position at the moment. Joring taking it out strongly, and also Kroenig from Ukraine, who had a very good swim in the breaststroke to take a medal behind the 2 GB swimmers yesterday. Kroenig and Joring are leading at the moment at that 50, but Tom Hamer is coming through now to take up the running at the halfway point. Set that world record in the Gold Coast on his way to winning Commonwealth Games title. And Tom Hamer is hitting the front in a very early stage now, and he's leaving the rest of them in his wake. Jordan Catchpole trying to get up for 2nd position, challenging for the silver medal position at the moment with Michael Joring from the Netherlands. But Tom Hamer is looking good as he heads for the final turn.
Tom Hamer there turned, went to his legs, started kicking, and we really saw him accelerate away from the rest of the field. He's grown in confidence in this event over the last 4 years since bursting onto the international stage, and really now he sits at the front of this field in control. But there is a battle going on for the silver and the bronze medal. Currently advantages with Great Britain's Jordan Catchpole.
Well, it's Tom Hamer against the clock now as he heads home to retain his European title. Tom Hamer, the world record holder, is a European champion, and a great time in 1:55.71, a new world record for Tom Hamer of Great Britain. What a superb swim, and he did it really, really well paced. Tom Hamer is the champion, Jordan Catchpole the silver. Well, Tom Hamer, what a swim that was. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, he's looking up to the crowd, looking to his mum in almost a bit of shock. I think he swam that very differently to he normally does. He controlled that first 100 meters, and he just looked so strong and relaxed as we came down the final 100. And everybody here surprised by that time. A wonderful world record. He only broke it at the Commonwealth Games in April earlier this year.
Tom Hamer really, really strong in the closing stages, and he comes in to claim that world record time. 1:55.71 for Tom Hamer. He's knocked 17/100 of a second off the old world record mark. Tom Hamer, what a fantastic swim there. And Jordan Catchpole, he's delighted with that swim to take the silver medal. Tom Hamer takes gold for Great Britain in a new world record time in the men's 200 freestyle S14. It's silver to GB for Jordan Catchpole and Mikkel Uring from Netherlands, the bronze. Well, fireworks in the men. Are we going to get fireworks in the women? Three GB swimmers in 4, 5 and 6 in this women's 200 freestyle S14. Michelle Alonso Morales from Spain goes in lane number 1. Breaststroke medalist yesterday, Amber van der Krook from Netherlands in 2. Pernilla Lindberg from Sweden in 3. Fastest qualifier into the final, Jessica Jane Applegate of Great Britain. Already a gold medalist here in Dublin, Louise Fiddes in lane number 5. Paralympic champion from Rio, Bethany Firth goes in lane 6. Eva Fornado Tejeda from Spain in 7. Janine Hall from Austria goes in lane number 8. Well, 3 Great Britain swimmers must think they have a chance of taking a clean sweep of the medals here. Jessica Jane Applegate, Louise Fiddes and Bethany Firth, 3 representatives.
Great reactions down in lane 1 there from the breaststroke specialist Michelle Alonso Morales of Spain, but as expected already, it's the British swimmers in the centre lanes that are forging into the lead. Currently, that's Bethany Firth at the top there in lane 6, who's from a controlled heat swim, Paralympic champion from Rio 2016, but Jessica Jane Applegate, the Paralympic champion from London 2012, has recently regained that kind of form, so we're in for an exciting race.
Bethany Firth has gone out pretty fast there, just outside the world record pace. Bethany Firth holds the world record. That stands at 2:02.09, stood since 2016. And she has a fair lead as she comes into the halfway point. Jessica Jane Applegate and Louise Fiddes contesting for the second spot. It's 3 GB swimmers that are going to lead the field when they come to this halfway point, and it is a very, very big lead. Almost 3 seconds for Bethany Firth ahead of Applegate and Fiddes in 3rd spot.
Bethany Firth has definitely signalled her intent. She's broken the field early on. The question now is, has she gone too early? Can she hold on? And can Jessica Jane Applegate and Louise Fiddes, who phenomenally chased down the field yesterday in the 100-metre breaststroke, do the same again?
Well, Bethany Firth, we'll see what the gap is at this final turn. 50 metres to go, and Bethany Firth has a lead of 2.4 seconds. Louise Fiddes in 3rd place. Bethany Firth and her 2 GB teammates heading for home.
Here comes the charge from Jessica Jane Applegate. She's broken away from the 3rd place British swimmer Louise Fiddes, but it looks like Bethany Firth did enough in the first 100 metres to secure this victory.
Well, Bethany Firth is leading the 3 GB swimmers home to 1, 2, 3. It is going to be gold to Bethany Firth of Great Britain, and she will take it in 2:05.41. Jessica Jane Applegate closed the gap, but it's silver to Applegate, and it is bronze to Louise Fiddes. So it's Great Britain 1, 2 and 3, but Bethany Firth, she took it out hard, and she had enough to hold on at the end.
Great swimming there from the Great Britain team. A first 1, 2, 3 for them of this championship. Bethany Firth did attack that race right from the starting signal, and it paid off because she had that advantage and managed to hold on in those closing stages.
Bethany Firth was just outside world record pace in those early stages. She had a clear lead, which was really being eaten into with every 50 by Jessica Jane Applegate, but the lead that Bethany Firth had was enough. She was able to win that convincingly in the end. Bethany Firth is the European champion from Great Britain. They've had a clean sweep of the medals here, with Jessica Jane Applegate in silver, Louise Fids in bronze. Well, the first clean sweep we've seen here in Dublin. GB team move on to the medal ceremony now. The men's 100 breaststroke, SB11. What a close race that was. Phenomenal contest between two leading swimmers. Stephen Frost presenting the medals here to these SB11 swimmers. Great swim from the young German swimmer Johannes Weinberg. Obviously has the power, Liz, but crashed into the lane ropes 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, but he had a brilliant reaction to the gun, and when he managed to sort out that directional difficulty he was having, we saw he powered through towards the end, closed that gap. He's one to watch for the future.
Absolutely. Bronze medalist from Germany, Johannes Weinberg. Israel Oliver from Spain. Well, it was so close. 11/100ths of a second was the difference in time between Israel Oliver, silver medal position, and Victor Smirnov taking the gold. Silver again for Israel Oliver of Spain. Champion again. Victor Smirnov. Well, he's got a number of European medals to his name. He just continues to be at the top of the medal podium at the European Championships. 4 Paralympic Games under his belt. 15 Paralympic Games medals for Victor Smirnov. 5 gold medals in one of those games in Athens in 2004. Still, 2018, top of the medal podium again. Ukrainian flags flying again. Victor Smirnov, top of the medal podium again. Israel Oliver joins him in the middle, and the young German swimmer. Well, he might have to get used to this medal podium protocol, the German. First time on the medal podium for the youngster. Great potential.
Yeah, definitely. He showed that he just had great power and great closing speed, and who better to stand on a podium with than Victor Smirnov and Israel.
Women's 100 breaststroke SB11 victory ceremony on their way out. Another cracking race this one was. They seem to be having these close races, one after the other. Led out by the smiling Jana Brezhna and the equally smiley Lisette Bruinsma. I said yesterday, couldn't remember a time when Lisette Bruinsma didn't have a huge smile on her face. Maja Richard from Sweden, beating the medalist. Stephen Frost making these presentations again. Maja Richard, Swedish swimmer, she was the world record holder in this event. Previously, a great record. She shared the European title with Bruinsma, the last edition of the European Championships in 2016. Third place this time, Maja Richard. Silver medal. Again, she was so close. Jana Brezhna, Ukrainian SB11 swimmers, or S11 swimmers, really swimming well this week.
Yeah, Brezhna, she did everything she could there to attack that race. She was in the lead for the majority and just got overtaken by Bruinsma in those closing stages.
Really happy with that silver medal. She was so close to the gold medal position, Jana Brezhna. But it was just those final few strokes. Lisette Bruinsma jumps up onto the podium. She is the European champion. Delighted with that gold medal performance. The Dutch team chanting in the background. Lisette Bruinsma takes the gold medal, takes that mascot. She'll take the accolades, listening to her own national anthem.
Gentlemen, the World Para Swimming European Championship medalist.
Look at the smiles on the faces of the Dutch fans, just mirroring what Lisette Bruinsma is doing. Really good performance there.
Yeah, Lisette Bruinsma, she knew she was in good form, swam under the world record last night in the 50-meter freestyle, but had to settle for silver, and she was all smiles then. So even bigger smiles to get on the top of that podium. And these ladies, they race each other regularly, they're very familiar with each other, and they always seem to have fun on the podium.
Swimmers make their way off the podium. The men's 100 breaststroke SB13 about to come on to the medal stage. Led by the two Belarusians. Again, another young German visually impaired swimmer. Also Engel. A moment for the young German swimmer to be alongside the two really experienced Belarus swimmers, big names in the world of visually impaired swimming. Also Engel will take the bronze medal, the German swimmer, 16 years of age, swam an excellent time as well. Right down towards entry time, 108.34. So Engel, second of the German 16-year-olds to be on the podium tonight. Vladimir Iseltau, silver medal, gave absolutely everything that he had to try and get ahead of his teammate. He led at the halfway point, couldn't quite hold the pace in the closing stages of this race. was the winner. Well, we saw him win yesterday. It's his second gold medal of the championships. Ihar Boki. That was the one that we thought he might have some difficulties with. He's not won the breaststroke title in the past when he's dominated all the other events. He's claimed that breaststroke title tonight ahead of his teammate. And Ihar Boki dominant once more. Ihar Boki, Vladimir Izotau, Taliso Engel, the young man, 16-year-old, up against the two giants from Belarus, in all senses of the word.
Yeah, he looks like if he can grow a little bit, he'll really challenge those guys in the future. And what better role models to have in his event.
Germany unearthing some great talent at these championships. Women's 200 metres individual medley, SM7 final. 14-year-old Anna Hontar is fastest qualifier for this final. Mari Mäkinen from Finland goes next to her in lane number 5. Well, a really young field here for the 200 metres individual medley, SM7. There's the world champion, Mari Mäkinen, took that title last year in Mexico City. Can she follow it up with the European title? First, we'll see in lane number 1, Ivato from Hungary, the 13-year-old goes in lane number 1. Katarina Rosler from Germany, 16 years of age, in lane number 2. Judith Rowe Marshall, a world silver medalist, in lane 3. Anna Hontar, just 14 years of age, fastest time into this final. There's the world champion, Mari Mäkinen. Can she pick up another medal? Nicola Sinclair Medlam from Sweden, a medalist yesterday in the butterfly. Expect her to start strongly. 16-year-old Neil Sahin from Turkey in lane number 7. Louise Bastavi from Denmark, the 6th teenager in this final. She goes in lane number 8. Mari Mäkinen won that world title last year ahead of Judith Rollo Marshall. I wonder what Anna Hontar can do. Fastest entry time. There's no heats of this event. Fastest entry time for the Ukrainian in lane number 4. Women's 200 individual medley, SM7.
Lane 2's Katarina Rosler of Germany. They're not hearing the whistle to get up on the diving block, but having the ability just to dive in from the side. She heard the gun, she saw the confusion, but she didn't let it confuse her. Even at the tender age of 16, she had her wits about her. She got in and into her stroke, but as we would expect, the butterfly specialist, Spain's Roland Marshall, the eldest in the feed, leading down this first 50 metres.
They're going pretty much according to what we expected with Judith Roland Marshall. Moving on to the backstroke, she has a lead over Anna Hontar in second position. Nicola Sinclair Maitland, well, the Swedish swimmer, swam very well in the butterfly, and she's going well on this backstroke as well. But look at the power in the backstroke of Anna Hontar, immediately going past the Spanish swimmer. Wow, a great swim here from Anna Hontar on the backstroke leg, and she is taking the Swedish swimmer with her. She's moved through really strongly there.
Anna Hontar, very much an unknown quantity in this SM7 field. It is her debut. There were no heats. She's only 14 years old, but she's come in and she's attacking this backstroke leg and giving herself a healthy lead going into the breaststroke.
Well, she has taken Nicola Sinclair Maitland with her. And the breaststroke very, very often sorts things out in the individual medley. But Anna Hontar looks strong on that breaststroke in the early stages here. Judith Roland Marshall and Mary Mäkinen now contesting for the bronze medal position. Nicola Sinclair Maitland clear in second place for that yellow cap of Sweden, but Anna Hontar keeping the momentum going and increasing that lead there at the front of the field.
And where we see her just using her arms to power herself through this breaststroke leg, breathing every other stroke, staying flat to the water, continuing that momentum. Very similar to how we saw Isleta Mereshko swim the breaststroke leg of the 200 metre individually in the SM6 category. She comes from, got a great team around her. The Ukrainians are having a brilliant meet, and she's living up to her tag as favourite coming into this race.
Well, it's an excellent swim so far from Anna Hontar. She has 50 metres to go. That time, 2:33.68, is a massive lead. A real tussle going on for the silver medal position. Mary Mäkinen chasing Judith Roland Marshall, but Anna Hontar is away and clear, surely on her way to a gold medal for Ukraine.
Absolutely, and Roland Marshall getting the best of the rest, turning onto that freestyle leg, but Mary Mäkinen of Finland coming back on that charge. We know she loves the 50 metre freestyle events, but the gold medal is all about the Ukrainian Hontar in lane 4.
And it is Anna Hontar now into the last 6 or 7 metres. She is going to take gold here at the European Championships. It is going to be gold to Ukraine, gold to Anna Hontar. What a tussle for the silver going on. Judith Roland Marshall and Mary Mäkinen. Gold and silver from the World Championships last year. They're coming in absolutely together. It might be the Finnish swimmer with a stronger finish here at the end, and it is. It is Mary Mäkinen, only by 9/100ths of a second, but she left it late with Judith Roland Marshall in the bronze medal position. But Anna Hontar, the 14-year-old from Ukraine, takes the European title.
Anna Hontar, they're looking massively impressed with herself, and so she should. She dominated that field, didn't lose her head going down that first length of the butterfly. We see there in that replay Roland Marshall of Spain getting the best start, but once we turned on the backstroke, it was all about this lady, Anna Hontar.
Anna Hontar way and clear at the front of the field. No one really challenging her. No one in the shot in the closing stages of that one. And Anna Hontar, well, she won it convincingly by some almost 17 seconds from Mary Mäkinen, who won that close contest for second position with Judith Roland Marshall. 14-year-old Anna Hontar takes the European title here in Dublin. It was close for silver and bronze, but the race for silver won by Mary Mäkinen with Marshall in third. Final of the men's 100 freestyle S9. Great Britain's Lewis White was fastest in qualification. European record holder Simone Barlam next to him in lane 5. There's David Grachat from Portugal into another final, medalist in the European Championships in Portugal 2 years ago. And next to him, Portuguese colleague Gino Catano. And Federico Morlacchi, the reigning European champion. There's Lewis White, fastest qualifier from the heats. 7.66 for him, but there is the European record holder, 0.2 of a second behind in qualification. Former European record holder Jose Antonio Maria Alcaraz had a good swim in qualification. The young German Malte Braunschweig goes in lane 7 with Tim van Duren, the final swimmer in this S9 final, in lane number 8. Well, this promises to be very, very close indeed. Simone Barlam, European record holder. I'm sure the winner of this will go close to that European record. Lewis White, great swim in qualification to be fastest into this final. He's going to have to be fast again if he's to beat Simone Barlam of Italy.
Lewis White, they're getting off the block very well in lane 4, flanked by the 2 Italian swimmers, Federico Morlacchi in lane 3 and Simone Barlam in lane 5. And as we can see now, the power of Simone Barlam already up and into the lead, half a body length lead over Lewis White as we come into the turn.
Well, Barlam away and clear of Lewis White at the moment. A second advantage for Simone Barlam, with Lewis White just ahead of Federico Morlacchi for the silver medal position. But Simone Barlam is heading for home now, 25 metres. Lewis White heading the spearhead, the chase for the silver medal position. And it could be Jose Antonio Maria Alcaraz coming back in lane 6 for Spain. But there's no doubt about who's going to win this one. Simone Barlam is going to take the European title in 54.42, a European record for the Italian Simone Barlam. It's silver for Lewis White and it's bronze for Federico Morlacchi. But what about that from the champion? 54.42, Simone Barlam.
Phenomenal swimming there again from the Italian. Simone Barlam continuing this great run that they are having at these European Championships. He's over the moon with that swim, and so he should be.
Lewis White got away well at the start. He needed to. Simone Barlam, that leg impairment really showed his power coming down the second 50. It was a 1 second advantage after 50. It was almost 2 seconds after the 100. Simone Barlam powered away there to a new European record, smashing the old mark by over a second and a half. He is the champion. Simone Barlam takes gold in a new European record time. Great Britain's Lewis White the silver, and it's bronze to Italy's Federico Morlacchi. The women's 100 freestyle S9 final. What a great swim in qualification from 15-year-old Tony Shaw from Great Britain. She's in the centre lane. Jessica Markkinen, Finnish swimmer, 18 years of age, goes in lane 1 next to Scandinavian colleague Lina Vats from Sweden. Susanna Viega enjoying herself there, the Portuguese swimmer. And here is the youngster Tony Shaw, 15 years of age in the centre lane, next to Sarai Gascon, the experienced Spanish swimmer, Nerea Marquez Soto, her Spanish teammate as well. They will be real threats for the medals. Sofia Konkoy from Hungary in 7, and Ima Gekuli completes the lineup in lane number 8 for Greece. Sarai Gascon, the reigning world and European champion, goes in lane number 5 next to the youngster Tony Shaw, the youngest in this final for Great Britain, in the black cap in lane number 4.
All swimmers very evenly away there. Sarai Gascon of Spain making the most of that underwater phase and up and into the lead. Tony Shaw, fresh off her Commonwealth Games debut for Scotland, now back in the pool making her British swimming debut, chasing the Spaniard as she goes, but she's got company from the other Spanish swimmer in this race, Nuria Marcus Soto, up in lane 6.
Well, it's the 2 Spanish swimmers and the Great Britain swimmer there at the halfway point. Sarai Gascon, as you might have expected, has gone out fast. She is a phenomenal sprinter, a phenomenal 50 freestyler. But Tony Shaw, well, she is digging in, the youngster from Great Britain. Nuria Marquez Soto trying to get up on level terms with her Spanish colleague. It looks like the Spanish are in first and second place here as they come down towards the finish. Tony Shaw is holding off the challenger Susanna Vega for the bronze medal position. It is going to be Sarai Gascon who will claim the European title again. It's gold to Spain, silver to Spain, and bronze to 15-year-old Tony Shaw of Great Britain. Well, Sarai Gascon, she took it out very, very well there. 102.99. I just thought at the end that Nuria Marquez Soto was making ground on her teammate, but it wasn't to be. And Sarai Gascon, wearing the cap of Jose Antonio Maria Alcaraz, takes another European title, retaining that title that she won in 2016. What a great start it was.
Yeah, Gascon really maximised her advantage off the start, forged the lead and never really looked back. She had Marcus Soto, the 400-metre Paralympic champion, closing her down in those final stages, but she comfortably took the victory just outside her own European record.
It's 1 and 2 for Spain. Sarai Gascon taking the gold from her teammate Nuria Marquez Soto, and a great bronze for the youngster Tony Shaw from Great Britain. The men's 50 freestyle S3 medal ceremony now. Here's Vincenzo Boni, the winner from Italy. Damien O'Neill from Allianz Ireland, making these medal presentations. Some excellent sprint events over the first couple of days of action here in Dublin. This was a dominant win from the Italian Miguel Martinez Tuelo on the medal podium again. Great record in the European Championships, and enjoying himself there. Great swim from him, 52.38. A couple of seconds behind is Ostapchenko, 17-year-old. Ostapchenko taking a major championship silver medal. We haven't seen the last of him. Excellent time there. Real high turnover of stroke for Ostapchenko, but he couldn't quite catch this man. Vincenzo Boni wins the European title. Really successful over the last few years. Been one of those swimmers that's kind of ridden a wave of, or led the wave of this resurgence in para swimming from the Italian team. They have just a phenomenal squad now, and again he will enjoy the Italian national anthem. Enjoyed that one, didn't they?
Well, we always enjoy it. Maybe we should learn the words too.
Well, you are sitting next to the Italians. It's your job, Liz.
That might be one step too far, even for me.
Vincenzo Boni, gold medalist. More medal presentations now. This is going to be an interesting one. Men's 50 freestyle S4, and what a cracking race this one was. We thought this was going to be one of the closest races, one we just couldn't call. And as it turned out, well, it was just too close to call.
Yeah,
absolute
too close to call, too close to separate, but an exciting result.
The swimmers with such different impairments coming into the wall absolutely together.
Yeah, the old guard, they had the threat of the newbies in this event, who'd shown form already from day one, but it was the older guard, the experienced guys who know each other so well, they get to share this moment on the podium.
John Fulham from Paralympics Ireland in these medal presentations. Bronze medalist David Smetany has been the European champion in this event before, and he was mighty close to doing it again, just half a second behind the winners. Really, almost a blanket finish between top 4 or 5 swimmers there. David Smetany takes bronze medal for France. And what about this man, Arnos Petracek? Well, he could hardly believe it when he touched the wall. It was a share of the gold medal position. Arnos Petracek and Darko Duric touching exactly the same time. 40.40. Petracek had to touch with his head.
Yeah, when you're looking at the board, depending on whose name you see first, you see that number 1 and then you see another number 1, and that's where the surprise comes. And they were so happy for each other.
And there's Darko Duric. What a swim that was. He was coming back all the time. Petracek had the lead from the dive. Darko Duric stretched for the wall. That long arm of his. And he did just enough to tie with the Czech swimmer. Shared gold medal position, Darko Duric and Arnos Petracek.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Slovenia. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Paralympic European Championship medalists.
Well, the two anthems, the two gold medalists next to the bronze medalist. Smiles all round. David Smitany, as you said, Liz, they know each other very well. Darko Duric, Amos Petracek, both gold medalists, a dead heat. Smitany in for the bronze. We're just checking our record books there. Sure, but it might be the first time that Slovenia have won a gold medal at these European Championships. Darko Duric has been world champion before. He's won gold medals at the World Champs, but not at the European Championships.
Well, you are the walking stat machine, so I'm willing to trust you and your records.
It's not the first Slovenian swimmer that we've seen at the European Championships. We had some back in the 90s, but he's the best that we've seen in recent years. And yeah, I think we might have the first Slovenian European medal. I'm going to stick my neck out with.
I'm sure that someone will correct you if you are in fact wrong.
It's your challenge. You'll be hitting the books tonight.
You are my books.
Medalists for the women's 50 style for the S4 class. John Fulham making these presentations again. A little bit more spread out than the men's event. But Olga Swiderska from Ukraine. The swimmer that used to swim in the S3 classification, moved up to the S4. Successful here at the Europeans. And our bronze medal, first medal of the week for Olga Swiderska.
And she looks happy to be on the podium.
Tina Butcher from Germany, another one of the young German swimmers. Really stepped up tonight, especially tonight. We've seen 3 teenagers from Germany in the medals. Tonight, Tina Butcher just 17, and it was a great start she got.
Yeah, it really set her up to go and clinch that silver medal. But there was no catching this lady.
Ariola Toomey from Italy takes another European title. It's 3 in a row now in this event for the Italian. Really impressed us over the years with her freestyle technique. Really successful, again part of this really successful Italian team. Another chance for us to enjoy the Italian national anthem.
gentlemen, the World Para Swimming European Championship medalist.
Italian really enjoying that in the crowd. Getting a bit of momentum going now, the Italians in the crowd.
Yeah, we keep saying it, but they really are enjoying a phenomenal resurgence over recent times, and led by none other Aniora Trimi amongst others. They're really starting to get a depth across the classifications, and we've heard their national anthem a lot of times.
And what's the tally for tonight, Liz? In terms of gold?
So tonight we are at, if I'm right,
Men's 100 breaststroke SB12 make their way out now for the start. Alexei Fedina from Ukraine next to Germany's Daniel Simon, 4 and 5.
then the Ukrainians could potentially add to the 2 gold medals that they've already got to try and tie with Spain and Great Britain, but Italy are out in the lead with 4 gold medals, if I'm right.
I'm sure you will be there.
No pressure. The Mullen support crew there waiting for his medal ceremony.
Yeah, there's the Ukrainians as well. Mullen's in their kilts there, right opposite us. Spanish have had a good night. A couple of wins for the Spanish team tonight. Got another medal ceremony to come. There's the Mullen clan. There's a nice picture of Andrew Mullen on the t-shirts there. There's his dad. Andrew Mullen will be picking up a medal quite soon. You see the supporters here travelling to support these swimmers. Here come the swimmers for the men's 100 breaststroke for SB12. Actually, for the first time this week we have 9 swimmers in the final. So we have a swimmer in lane 0. And there it is, swimmer in lane 0. It's one of the Syrovacins from Moldova. Sergei Syrovacin in lane 0. And Andrei Syrovacin goes in lane number 1. The 2 Moldovans here at these championships, both 21 years of age. Roger Dorsman in lane number 2. He swam last night in the 400 freestyle, making a medal. Maxim Varatsa and the experienced Alexei Fedina, the 2 Ukrainians in 3 and 4. Fedina, the world record holder. Daniel Simon from Germany, hoping to add to the German tally. He goes in lane number 5. Danilo Chufarov, medalist in the 400 yesterday, he goes in 6th. And Fabrizio Sottile from Italy, line up here in lane number 8. Arslan from Turkey. So the 2 Syrovacins, Moldova next to each other in 0 and 1, but Alexei Fedina, what a great record that he has got on this breaststroke event. Men's 100 breaststroke SB12, world record holder in lane number 4.
The best reaction to the gun there coming from Daniel Simon, the German, in lane 5, but Alexei Fedina with an incredible underwater phase there. He is the class of this field, the breaststroke specialist, and already he's surging ahead with a body length lead.
Well, Alexei Fedina has got a great record in the major championships. He's looking to add another European title to his collection. Fedina goes over 29.76, and that is inside world record pace for Fedina. He has a big lead over Varatsa and Dorsman in 3rd place, the Netherlands swimmer.
Fedina there with that great surge forward after every recovery stroke. Verdasco has a slower stronger, longer stroke, and he's currently leading the rest of the field, but no doubt about who's going to take this victory.
Well, it's Fedina against the clock now. We'll have a look at the time. 1:04.07 is the world record time. It's going to be very close. It's 9/100ths outside. Fedina is the European champion. Varaxa will take the silver, and it will be bronze to Chufarov in lane number 6. So it is 1-2-3 to Ukraine, with Fedina very close to the world record mark to take the title.
Fedina happy with that swing. He looks so strong, so powerful throughout. He's a brilliant breaststroke technician, and then just missing out on that world record time.
Yeah, the breaststroke definitely the domain of Alexei Fedina. Right next to him there was Maxim Varaxa, Daniel Seaman also in the centre lanes as well, but once they got into the stroke, well, Fedina, there was absolutely no catching him. And Fedina just 9/100ths outside his own world record, which has stood since 2010. So Alexei Fedina bang on form here as he takes gold in Dublin, and another clean sweep of the medals for Ukraine. It is second place to Maxim Varaxa and third position to Danilo Chufarov. So 1-2-3 to Ukraine. Another clean sweep tonight. The result is confirmed. Alexei Fedina is the European champion, very close to his own world record mark. Varaxa and Chufarov complete the clean sweep for Ukraine. Women's 100 breaststroke SB12 final. Elena Kravtsov and Karolina Pelendritu go in the centre lanes. Both of them have won medals at the major championships before. Katarina Chuda from Slovakia. She goes in lane number 1. Anastasia Zutelava from Belarus in to Elena Kravtsov, the German swimmer, in 4, and the very vastly experienced Karolina Pelendritu in lane number 5 from Cyprus. Nile Labuda from Germany goes in lane number 6. And Fatma Nurbaki goes in lane number 7, the Turkish swimmer. 6 swimmers taking the start in this one. Elena Kravtsov, the breast gold medalist in the World Championships in 2013 and the Europeans in 2014. Karolina Pelendritu has got a great record in this event. Kravtsov moved down from the SB13 class, which has really been the domain of Karolina Pelendritu for many years. She is the world record holder, the Cypriot swimmer. It stands at 1:16.10, so it should be a real battle between the two in the centre lanes in 4 and 5, those yellow lane markers.
Karolina Pelendritu up there in his breaststroke, but it was the better start, the better distance coming from Kravtsov of Germany in the centre lane. Stroke for stroke as we go down the first 50 metres. And Ukrainian, the Belarusian, in the yellow hat, Zutelava, keeping them company. But really now this is head for head, keeping each other company. Exciting from the experienced S12 Pelendritu and the newly S12 Kravtsov of Germany.
Well, I'm sure those captions are correct, but it does look like it is Pellandritu who just has the lead over Elena Kravtsov there as they go into the second half of this race. Pellandritu has won all the major titles. She was a champion back in Beijing in 2008 at the Paralympic Games. She won the Europeans as well in 2011 and 2014. But Elena Kravtsov is coming back now over the Cypriot swimmer. It is very, very close indeed as they go into the closing stages now. It looks like the German just might have the edge here as they come into the finish. It's all about the finish here, and Kravtsov stretches to take it by half a second ahead of Pellandritu. Kravtsov will take the gold for Germany, Pellandritu the silver, and Suntsilava will take the bronze. And that was hard going for Kravtsov. She had to come from behind, but she did it superbly. She timed it well, and she takes the gold here in Dublin.
Kravtsov there, Pellandritu, the only two swimmers in the race that weren't teenagers, and their experience shone through. The contrast in strokes, the Cypriot with that short, powerful stroke, in the end being bettered by the longer glide of Kravtsov.
Well, Kravtsov there, coming out of the water as the champion. And it was a really close contest. Pellandritu, a very good start, very good first 50 metres, Pellandritu. Kravtsov had to play catch-up in the second half of that race, and she did that very, very well indeed. She has been the European champion before in the SB13 class. She's moved down to an S12. She's the champion again here in Dublin in 2018. It was close at the end, but Elena Kravtsov just with the finish. It wasn't a great finish, I don't think, by Pellandritu. Sometimes the swimmers with a visual impairment are not able to spot the finishes absolutely spot on. But Elena Kravtsov, she did enough. She is the champion. For the confirmed result for that, maybe try and bring you that a little bit later. Move on to victory ceremony, and it's the men's 50 backstroke S5. We saw the supporters in the crowd awaiting this medal ceremony. Here they come, medalists. Great day that Yaroslav Semenenko has had at world record time in the morning. Nearly emulated that tonight, only 0.15 of a second outside the mark that he swam this morning. Samuel Roscoe from the EPC presenting these medals, presenting Sean the Shamrock. You can see quite a close-up shot of Sean the Shamrock, Liz. And the bronze medal will go to Andrew Mullen. Saw his family in the kilts up in the stands. Sure he'll give them some acknowledgement. There we go. Bronze medal this time for Andrew Mullen. He was just pipped for the silver medal by the fast finishing Italian Antonio Fantini. Italian adds another medal to his growing tally. 4 medals yesterday, another one tonight for Antonio Fantini. Great finish, didn't get away the best of starts, finished very strongly to take that silver medal, and with a world record swim this morning, very close to that world record time tonight. Yaroslav Semenenko takes the gold medal for Ukraine. 34.95 for Semenenko. Another medal for the Ukrainian team. Semenenko clutching, throwing the shamrock to his cheek. Medalist posing for the medal shot. Semenenko, Plantain and Andrew Mullen, Great Britain. Now the victory ceremony, it's the women's 50 backstroke now, S5. What a great race this was. We've seen some cracking races tonight again, Liz. Really competitive stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, the quality of the competition that we've been privy to in this European Championships has been incredible in these first few days. It's great to see how happy Teresa Paralympic is there with her silver medal, but also the youthful Turkish swimmer taking the top of that podium.
Sonia Roscoe again making these presentations. Bronze medal goes to Monica Boggioni on the medal podium again. She was there last night. She's back again tonight, Monica Boggioni. Another good swim from her. She came through the field, challenging Teresa Paralympic in the centre lanes there. Ending up with a bronze medal, Monica Boggioni. Teresa Paralympic from Spain. Well, we were talking last night about who could challenge the European medal record of Evgenia Bohodayko. And we think that that might be the 36th European medal for Teresa Paralympic. Her 7th European Championship. Great Spanish champion, Teresa Paralympic, silver tonight. Behind this young lady, Sumi Boyachi. 15 years of age, she is the champion for Turkey. The two Turkish swimmers, similar disabilities, got away really fast, and the others had to chase them down at the end of the race, but they couldn't catch the youngster, Sayumi Boyachi, the European champion. The Turkish team will remember that. Sumi Boyachi will remember this for a long time. Her first appearance on the medal podium, and it's in the gold medal position in the women's 50 backstroke S5. Great shots there of the medalists. 15 years of age, Liz.
Yeah, bright future ahead of her. Exciting times for the Turkish swimmers. We've seen a number of young Turkish swimmers in a lot of the events, in the heats especially, and it's great to see them finally get that gold medal.
Relay time now. It's the mixed 4 by 50 metres medley relay, 20 points. mixed 4x50 metres medley relay. There are the teams who start this final. Ukraine in lane number 4, Italy in lane number 5. Should be the favourites for this one. But we've seen upsets in the past. Are we going to get another one tonight?
All 3 ladies from that medal ceremony will be in this next relay, so they'll be looking to get out of the photo opportunities quickly and round to the starting blocks.
We're waiting for these medalists to come back. Team's just about to come out. There's the Spanish team. They'll be looking for a successful swim here. This is Cecilia Camillini, great Italian visually impaired swimmer. Ukrainians had a good night with a number of gold medals, Liz. What was the number?
My recollection, that would be 3.
3, good. Italy with 4, leading the way.
Yes, it is. Head to head in this relay, potentially.
Yeah, it could be a strong team, the Italians. Strong team for the Ukrainians as well. It's going to be tough to call this one. Mixed relay, of course. 50 metres of the pool, so the swimmers making their way up to that top end. That will be the second leg swimmers. 20 points, of course, Liz. The classifications added up for each of the swimmers, and as long as the total doesn't come to more than 20 points, then you are safe enough. We're going to see a range of classifications here. We're going to see some of the swimmers. The combinations are endless almost, aren't they? We see a couple of the teams, the main teams, Ukraine, we think, going with 2 S5 swimmers, 1 S6 and 1 S4. The Italians have gone with an S3 on the breaststroke, an S4, an S5 and an S8. So as long as the teams have to play to their strength, and again, it's mixed strokes, it's mixed gender as well, so a lot of factors can come into this.
Yeah, many countries have that luxury of the depth and the choice, and some countries have to just field the 4 swimmers that match the combination.
Well, there is Arnos Petracek. He'll be going on the final leg for the Czech Republic. These are second leg swimmers. Chirathro and Martial. They're going on the third leg for Spain. There is Ukraine. Sana Krul going on the fly leg. Elizaveta Mareshko going on the breaststroke. Italy be led off there by Monica Borgioni. And the anchor leg will be Arioli Trimmer. Josiah Top will lead off the German team. Sontag on the closing leg, and there Sumi Boyachi will lead off the Turkish team. New European champion on this first leg. It's a lot for us to keep on top of, Liz.
Yeah, it makes for an exciting finale to this session.
Spain have also got a very good squad. Germany as well, got a couple of experienced campaigners in the middle of their lineup. Semenenko, the new world record holder in the S5, goes in lane 4 for Ukraine.
Great start there from lane 4 from Semenenko, the new world record holder in that 50-metre backstroke. We know he's in good form. He's already done 2 today as it is, and he's going to give the Ukrainians a great lead as they go down his first length of the 4x50-metre relay.
There's Boyachi, the Turkish swimmer, lying in second position there on on the far lane, just here at the top of the shot there. But Semenenko, well, he has a big lead for the Ukrainian team, and 5 points gone for the Ukrainian team. They will hand over to Yelizaveta Mereshko on the breaststroke leg. She is an SB5 swimmer, and she has a big lead for the Ukrainians in second spot there at the turn. It looked like it was possibly the Spanish team there ahead of the Italians, but Mereshko is away on this breaststroke. Everybody playing catch-up on the Ukrainians.
And chasing down for the Spanish team is Antoni Ponce Bertran, who's also in great form, a phenomenal breaststroke, a world champion from Mexico. So he's the charge. Female SB5 for Ukraine against male SB5 for Spain. But the Ukrainians still have a commanding lead as Mereshko hands over to S6 butterfly swimmer Oksana Krul.
Well, Oksana Krul will need that lead, I think, for Ukraine. Ponce Bertrand coming back strongly now for the Spanish team in lane number 3 and also in lane number 5. And Efrem Morelli has handed over to Gianni Capricotta for Italy, and he is an S8 swimmer, so he should make some inroads into the lead of the Ukrainians. But what a great leg from Oksana Krul, and she has given Ukraine what I think might be an unassailable lead here.
Yes, she's handing over now to Andrei Dorensky, the S4 swimmer, final male swimmer for Ukraine. And he's got a healthy lead. He will be charged down by Ariola Trimi, who's an S4 female swimmer. So it'd be difficult to see now the Ukrainians giving up this lead.
Well, Ariola Trimi is in, but Derevinsky is coming home for the Ukrainian team. It looks like it's going to be gold for Ukraine. It is on the last leg for Spain. It's Teresa Perales. Is she going to get up alongside the Italians? I don't think so. But Derevinsky now bringing Ukraine home. It is going to be gold to the team from Ukraine, and they will take it in a time of 2:39.29, just inside that standard time. So we might be looking at a new record for the team from Ukraine. We'll just give you confirmation of that. In second position, it looked like it was the team from Italy, and in third place from Spain, Teresa Perales bringing them home. Close contest from the Turkish team and also the Germans. Looks like Turkey just got the edge there, and the Czech Republic will be the final team in. But the Ukrainians, well, they were dominant, Liz, and they won it from the front.
Yeah, we've been talking all week about the strength and the depth that the Ukrainians have, and there we see that comes into play massively in the mixed 20-point relay team, because they had 4 very strong swimmers on each leg, and then they had a great combination that powered them off to that supreme lead.
Well, swimmers, just looking at the scoreboard here in the venue, we're just going to try and bring confirmation of the results here. But that was an excellent time, an excellent swim from all 4 Ukrainian swimmers. I think it was maybe Italy in the silver medal position and Spain in the bronze medal position. And we do have confirmation now, and it looks like Ukraine confirmed in first place. Ukraine will be the champions in a world record time, 2:39.29.
Semenchenko got the Ukrainians off to a fantastic start, and they really never looked back. Here we see Mereshko coming in to hand over to Oksana Krul for that butterfly length, and by this time really the Ukrainians already had the race sewn up, and the question was, how fast could they go?
Great quartet from Ukraine. Oksana Krul giving them a big lead going into the final freestyle leg. And Andrei Derevinsky brought them home. The electronic timing eventually caught up with us. We were able to confirm that was a world record swim. Ukraine take the gold medal in the mixed 4x50 medley relay in a world record time, 2:39.29. Italy with the silver medal and Spain with the bronze. last relay to finish with. We thought Ukraine and Italy would be the teams to beat, and that's how it proved, Liz.
Yeah, we've once again been spoiled for action this evening. There's been world records, there's been head-to-heads, and some breakthrough performances from some youngsters.
Women's 100 metres breaststroke SB12 final. The winner of the European title, Elena Kravtsov from Germany, just ahead of Cyprus's Carolina Pellandritu, with Zuzilava of Belarus in the bronze medal position. Well, victory ceremony still to come here tonight. Stay with us. Celebrate the successes of the swimmers tonight. We've seen some fantastic racing, Liz.
Yes, we have. We keep talking about the depth within the European continent, and we've seen a range of countries picking up gold medals tonight, and that can only be a good thing at the halfway point between the Paralympic Games.
Well, this is one of the ceremonies that we didn't get to see earlier. It was delayed. Now the swimmers coming out for that victory ceremony for the SM6 men's 200 metres individual medley. One of the first races that we saw this evening, wasn't it? It's about the third race off. It's been a long wait for the medalists to get these presentations. I think some of the swimmers that were involved in that last relay would also be involved in this medal presentation as well, so maybe that's the reason for a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, it's been a busy night for some of these swimmers. Antoni Ponce Bertran of Spain, just for one, having 3 swims tonight. The 200 metre individual medley, the S550 backstroke, and then again we saw him in that 4x50 mixed medley relay for the 20 points.
We did have a couple of disqualifications in this one earlier, so probably the reason for the delay in making the medal presentation. Swimmers, our teams are able to protest results, so we have to wait for the protest period to finish before the presentations can be made. I think that's probably what's happened with this one. There is the champion, no doubt about the winner, Antonio Ponce Bertran for Spain. The bronze medalist is the Spanish swimmer, David Sanchez Sierra. Saw him swim a couple of good swims today in this 200 IM.
Yeah, he really attacked it down that first butterfly leg and set himself up well for a place on this podium.
Silver medalist is Bence Ivan from Hungary. Now the young man on the medal podium here in Dublin. He swam a great race as well. Wasn't the fastest into this final, but absolutely nailed it in that final performance for the silver medal position. There's no catching this man. Anthony Ponce Bertran won it convincingly. 5 seconds almost the margin between first and second. Ponce Bertran, another medal for him, another medal for Spain.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Paraswimming European Championship medalists.
Well, Spanish enjoying that one. 2 swimmers on the podium. That men's 200 individual medley SM6. So a number of medal presentations before we conclude things tonight. Next one on is the men's 200 freestyle S14. Another superb swim that we saw there. Tom Hamer from Great Britain. Really surprising us all, the quality of that swim tonight. The world record holder, he improved that world record time. 17/100ths of a second. Fantastic swimming by Tom Hamer. William Harbison making the medal presentations again. Michel Joring from the Netherlands takes the bronze medal. He's fastest into the final. But we knew that some of the swimmers were holding back in the heats. Bronze medal though to the Netherlands swimmer. He'd be pleased with his performance today.
Great swimmer here from silver medalist from Great Britain, Jordan Catchpole, on his international debut. He'll be pleased. He's got a great role model in his teammate Thomas Hamer. So we can expect more to come from him in the future.
What a great swim it was from the man on the top of the medal podium. It's gold to Tom Hamer here in Dublin. It's a world record swim. 1:55.71. Phenomenal from Tom Hamer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Paraswimming European Championship medalists.
Tom Hamer sorting the tracksuit out, sorting the collar out, wants to look good for the pictures.
Jordan Catchpole support team getting all emotional there. It was such a mature swim from Thomas Hamer, and I think he actually surprised himself with that world record performance.
We were checking the splits as he was going through, and he wasn't really close in the early stages because he swam his previous world record in the Gold Coast completely differently.
Yeah, and he went for it in the Commonwealth Games. He really charged. He had company from the Australians, and tonight he was out by himself. He knew he was the favourite, and he relaxed into that swim, and it just shows that a relaxed swim can also lead to a fast swim.
Women's 200 freestyle S14 victory ceremony. And for the first time at these championships, you see the medalists all come from the same country. They all come from Great Britain. Bronze medalist here on the right hand side of the screen, Miriam Malone making the presentations. Louise Fade will take another medal at these championships. She's had great championships, hasn't she, Louise?
Yeah, she started with a bang, and it's an exciting prospect. Great Britain always had a good S14 contingent. And here they're really delivering with medals.
2 medals in 2 days for 17-year-old Louise Finn from Great Britain. Jessica Jane Applegate, well, she gave everything. In this 200 freestyle. Silver medal this time for Jessica Jane. She starts her campaign with a medal. More events to come. The gold medalist, she took it out hard and held on to the lead the whole way through. Bethany Firth takes the European title. She is a Paralympic champion, she is the world record holder. She'll add the European title, that resume that she has. Bethany Firth, gold medalist for Great Britain. Clean sweep of the medals for Great Britain. 1, 2, 3, Bethany Firth, Jessica Jane Applegate and Louise Finn.
Great to see all 3 British ladies on the podium there. The different preparations to this meet, but that strong, healthy domestic rivalry only pushing them on to better times.
Women's 200 metres individual medley SM7. Next on to medal podium. Again, another one of these young swimmers who don't know a lot about, to know them quite quickly, aren't we, Liz?
Yeah, more depth from the Ukrainians.
Yeah, Harbison doing a good shift here with the medal presentations. It's a really close battle for second and third spots. Judith Roa Marshall took out an early lead. Held on to a medal position throughout. It's bronze medal in the end, the Spanish swimmer.
Yeah, and she looks over the moon to get on that podium, continuing the strong night that the Spanish team have been having this evening.
The only other non-teenager in the field was Mary Mäkinen. She looks delighted to be on medal podium. Silver medal this time. She took gold in the World Championships last year. Mary Mäkinen takes silver tonight behind the 14-year-old sensation from Ukraine, Anna Honta.
We didn't know what to expect from Hunter. She came in with the fastest time on paper. We'd not seen the swim, it was her debut and she delivered. And as a result, she will now hear her national anthem.
14-year-old Anna Hontar takes that gold medal. Mary Makinen, Judith Roller, Marshall, silver and the bronze. Taking the pictures. Taking quite a while over these pictures. They're enjoying it out there, aren't they?
Yeah, it's great to see all three swimmers smiling, happy with the result, and enjoying the victory ceremony.
So men's 100 freestyle S9. Led out by Lewis White of Great Britain. The tall figure of the man in the middle, Tony Barlam. Brian Malone back on duty again. These medal presentations. Federico Morlacchi taking the bronze medal. Spoke about Morlacchi earlier. He's the man that really kind of spearheaded this Italian team over the last few years.
Very successful at the European Championships, and then set that ball rolling, increased momentum. To see now what we're seeing is a wealth of talent within the Italian team.
Lewis White from Great Britain taking that silver medal. There's absolutely nothing he could do about the gold medalist. He takes a silver medal again at the European Championship. It won 2 years ago. It's silver again for Lewis White. Oh, it was such a great swim by this young man, Simone Barlam. Incredible time. 4.42. Smashing that European record, which he held before by over a second and a half. Amazing.
Yeah, and he put a lot of it in. We saw him in the relay and he delivered individually.
A difference in height between Morlacchi and the other two.
The youngsters, the two 18-year-olds, they'll expect some battles. They'll be keeping each other company over the future events, I feel.
Two Italians there and the Great Brits swimmer. Great performances by all of them. Get the medal into the pool.
I don't get that. The Brazilians do it as well, and I'm not sure of the logic behind it, but you know, I'm sure someone out there does.
Tweet us in. Tweet Liz Jones.
I'll try and get an answer.
Medal ceremony for the women's 100 freestyle S9. Another good event for the Spanish team. Neil Morrison making these presentations. And what a great performance by this young Great Britain swimmer, Tony Shaw. 15 years of age, making her international debut. Major event. She did go to the Commonwealth Games representing Scotland. This is the first time she's represented Great Britain. A major international, great swim there to get a bronze medal in the 100 freestyle. Excellent stuff, Tony Shaw.
Yeah, she had a busy schedule at the Commonwealth Games, delivered personal best times all season, and she held her own against these two experienced Spaniards.
Mariah Marquez Soto takes the silver medal. She was closing down on her teammate in the closing stages of that 100 freestyle. And at the end, it was a convincing win for Sarai Gascon. She took it out fast. Always known as a great sprinter, Sarai Gascon. She used that to great effect. She had the lead. Halfway point, she never surrendered it. And she is the champion for Spain.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Paraswimming European Championship medalists.
Sarai Gascon, Mariah Marquez Soto and Tony Shaw, they are your medalists. 100 freestyle. Yes. Men's 100 breaststroke, SB12. Just another few presentations for us to see tonight. Towards the end of the session. This one went pretty much according to plan in the race. Maybe not quite according to plan in the medal ceremony. Oh, here we come. It is 1, 2, 3, clean sweep of the medals for the Ukrainian swimmers. Also, these presentations. Milo Chufarov taking the bronze. That's the medal that he won yesterday. The freestyle. 11.51. Silver medalist. Oh man. Best known as a freestyler. He was billed as the fastest Paralympian in water. He has the 50 freestyle world record. It's the fastest of all the records for all the classes. Maxim Varaksa still on the medal podium. Watch out for him in the sprint events in the freestyle. Like Severdina though, when it comes to breaststroke, there is none better. The world record holder in this classification. SB12 record was set back in Eindhoven. in the Netherlands, 104.07. He was only 9/100ths outside that. Nevertheless, it's gold to Ukraine. Second clean sweep of the medals tonight. First for Great Britain. This time it is Ukraine. There are your three medalists in 100 breaststroke SP12 class. Next ceremony, Liz, the women's 100 breaststroke SP12.
Another really close fought race that went right down to the wire.
Smiling, Elena Kravtsov, very pleased with her performance in this 100 breaststroke. Kumamoto making these presentations. Stasia Zilava taking the bronze medal for Belarusian swimmer. Belarus, very strong and visually impaired swimmer.
Yeah, they've had a legacy for a long time, and it's great to see they're continuing that with a new wave of athletes.
Carolina Pelendritu, silver this time for the Cyprus swimmer. Been almost the lone swimmer for Cyprus for a number of years. Carolina always seems to be picking up the medals in this event. This is very much her speciality, the breaststroke event. Silver today behind Elena Kravtsov of Germany, European champion once again. Talk about the Belarusians having strength in the visually impaired classes. Germany have not got a bad squad at all, have they?
No, Germany have got a great squad and it continues to improve.
ladies and gentlemen, the World Para Swimming European Championship medalists.
Letting the crabs off, waving to the crowd there. There are your medalists. Crabs off, Carolina Brito, Anastasia Sutilava. Another close contest we've seen tonight. We've seen quite a few of them. Final presentation for tonight is for the relay 4x50 meters medley relay. Italians leading them out. Thought they would challenge for the medals. Silver medal tonight for the Italians. There's that really strong team of Ukraine. Took that gold medal, move into the centre position. Spanish team in the bronze medal place. Morrison making these final presentations. Spanish team always been strong over the years in the 20-point relays.
Yeah, and they've continued that now with the introduction of the mixed gender 20-point relays. They've always been strong in those lower classifications. They've got great range and depth. And there we see picking up their medals the Spanish quartet of Miguel Angel Martinez de Zero, Antoni Ponce Bertran, a busy night for him, and then the ladies Jutta Rolo Marcial, the butterfly supreme, and Teresa Perales, the experienced freestyler bringing home.
Yeah, another medal to the collection of Teresa Perales. There's your bronze medalist. Italians, another medal for them. Team led off by Monica Boggioni. Efrain Morelli was the breaststroker. Really Trimmy getting a medal there. She was the freestyle anchor leg. There's Efrain Morelli next in line. Stroke swimmer. In the breaststroke a bit later in the week. And Israele Briacotti, highest class in this one, S8 swimmer, fitted in with a combination. It's on the butterfly leg, took the Italian team for that silver medal position. And the champions, well, great performance on this team from Ukraine. Mereshko, the first to receive her medal. Swam on the breaststroke leg. Derevinsky front there. In fact, Semenenko received his medal there. Great night that he's had Semenenko. Derevinsky at the front there. Oh, Alexander Krul now. Butterfly swimmer, she's excellent now. Really, really good on the butterfly. And now Derevinsky, final swimmer, the anchor man on the freestyle leg. Champions of Europe are the team from Ukraine.
gentlemen, the World Paraswimming European Championship medalists.
Your final medal presentation of tonight. Here's where the medals are going to. Ukraine take the gold, Italy the silver, and Spain the bronze.
Going to need a wide angle lens to get everybody in that picture.
Done a good job. Cameramen, I'm liking the overhead shots as well.
Yeah, they really help see the difference in people's techniques and movements and strokes.
And the underwater as well, some good shots there from the cameramen. So that is the final medal presentation for this evening. We have had a great night of action. Let's have just a quick look back at what we saw in the final session tonight. There, the very first race of the night saw Maxim Krypak go close to his own world record. He took the title for Ukraine. That was the first medal that we saw for the Ukrainians tonight. And the women's equivalent in that 100 backstroke, the favourite Bianca Papp just got the edge over the swimmer next to her, Lisa Kruger from the Netherlands, to take that gold medal for Hungary. It wasn't quite such a close contest in the SM6 event. Anthony Ponce-Bertrand swimming away from the Hungarian Bence Ivan to take the gold medal. And in the women's equivalent, what a sensational swim from the youngster, Maisie Summers-Newton, a world record swim. She could hardly believe it. Summers-Newton taking it under the 3-minute mark ahead of Mereshko and Veroshko. In the 400 freestyle in the S8, well, the Spanish swimmer Lopez Sanz had it pretty much his own way. He was the favourite. He lived up to that favourite billing to take that medal in the 400. And in the women's race, another convincing win. Her second gold medal of these championships for Zina Francesca Palazzo. What a finish in the men's SB11 100 breaststroke. Victor Smirnov and Israel Oliver touching the wall almost together. 0.1 of a second separated these two swimmers in the visually impaired class. Smirnov taking another European title. And in the women's race, it was equally as close. Lisette Brausma claiming a gold medal after her silver performance last night. And she was jumping with joy to take that gold in the 100 breaststroke SB11. In the SB13, another gold medal to the great Belarusian Ihar Boki ahead of his teammate Vladimir Uzatow, with the young German Thalasso Engel on the medal podium as well. And in the men's 50 freestyle for the S3, there's another medal to the Italians. What a great championship they are having. Vincenzo Boni taking that gold medal. Maybe the race of the night was the men's 50 freestyle S4. It was a tie for the gold medal position. Arnos Petracek and Darko Duric absolutely delighted. They were joint winners. And in the women's race, it was a confident victory for Ariola Trimi. The Italian was able to swim away from the rest of the field to claim that. Gina Bocher did a great swim for silver for Germany. Semenenko from Ukraine set a world record in the heats. He followed up that swim to win gold tonight in the final. 34.95, just 0.1 of a second outside his new world record time. And in the women's race, well, was it a shock? The 15-year-old Sumay Boyachi from Turkey upset the odds, beating the experienced Teresa Perales for Turkey's first gold medal of these championships to the 15-year-old. And Tom Hamer from Great Britain in the men's S14 200 freestyle had a beautifully timed swim, and it was a world record swim for the GB man, 17/100ths of a second off his own mark. It was a 1-2-3 for the GB team in the women's equivalent in the 200 for the S14s. Bethany Firth, the top, ahead of her two teammates, Jessica Jane Applegate and Louise Fidds. The first clean sweep of these championships, but it wouldn't be the last. Great swim from the youngster Anna Hontar from Ukraine. The 15-year-old claims a European title. Convincing victory over the world champion Mari Mäkinen from Finland. A sensational performance from Simone Barlam. The Italian swimmer bettered his own European record by over 1.5 seconds to take gold in the 100 freestyle S9. And in the women's S9 100 freestyle, it was Spain were 1 and 2. Sarai Gascon ahead of her teammate Nuria Marquez Soto to claim another gold for the experienced Spaniard. Towards the end of the session, the SB12 champion and world record holder Oleksiy Fedina was close to breaking his own world record mark. Only a few 100s out, but again, a clean sweep for the Ukrainians. And a great battle at the end of the women's SB12. Elena Kravtsov from Germany just getting in ahead of Carolina Perlendritu to take the gold for the German team. In our final event of the evening, well, they were billed as favourites and they lived up to that favourite billing. It was the Ukrainian team who took the mixed 4x50 medley relay ahead of the team from Italy and ahead of the Spanish team as well. Ukraine finish the night on top of the medal podium. And that is the final action from here in Dublin. Hope you've enjoyed this second night of finals. We will be back tomorrow for day 3 of action. For more action, we expect more fast swimming, more records to be broken here at the European Championships in Dublin. We hope you will be able to join us here on the live stream tomorrow morning at 10 AM local time here in Dublin. We will see you then, and good night for now.